gentlemen, it is the best night of the week. You are watching Fanatics Live for the fans, by the fans, and I just have to say, this has been a really good week. In the past 2 weeks, I've had a lot of time to reflect, had a lot of conversations, but I'm here with all we gotta look, we're about diversity on this show. So it's not just guys. You say, oh, it's always guys every week. Not this time. We got ladies, we got new people that's on. Fanatics is growing, so I want to go around, do a little sound check, make sure everybody's good, say what's up to everybody. Ladies first. So, Jeannie, I want to start with you and give an introduction and say hello to you and let us know what team you represent. I want to make sure we can see it on camera what team you represent. And
Woo, Steelers!
Steelers Nation! Oh my God, they got a Steelers fan in here, man. You know what that means? The terrible towel is out. Jeannie, talk to me real quick before I go around to everybody else. How did the Steeler thing come? How long you been a Steeler fan?
I've been a Steelers fan for about 13 years.
Wow. Wow.
Only because I like the way they play rough and tough. I
Yes.
like the way they scramble. And when I first started watching, it was Troy Polamalu. He was my favorite Steeler.
Okay.
Woo!
He was nice. Hey, Troy was that man. Troy, I didn't see highlights the other night. It was like, man, he was amazing, man. Awesome. Yes. All right, we're gonna come to that. I don't want to hear more about that. I'm gonna go. Again, new people. I want to give them the introduction first, and then I'm gonna go around to my vets. Justin, what's going on, man? First time. Let's give it up for Jeannie and Justin. First time on the show. Yeah, we like that. We like that. Justin, Colts. That's a first. Yeah. I've seen a lot of Colts fans out here. Talk to me, man. Where the Colts came from?
Playing Madden back in the day.
Okay.
PlayStation, GameCube. I used to play with the Colts all the time. Edgar and James, Marvin Harrison, and it just stuck.
Nice. Clearly, we're going to give you guys some opportunity to talk about playoffs, near playoffs, Jacksonville, and all of that type of stuff that happened. So we're going to definitely get into that. Listen, shots get fired on this show. I got to let y'all know, and it will come from me as well. Everybody can get one. So Richie's on the show, y'all. Richie came on camera. Richie is on. Hey, Rich, man, talk to me, man. Last week, you know, he a Raiders fan. Him and David are like diehard Raiders. I think Rich.
He was hiding.
He was hiding last week.
Hiding? I don't hide. We don't run. Ask the coach. We don't run.
What coach?
So
thanks for joining us.
Thanks for joining, Rich. We
anytime.
So listen, man. I've seen a lot of talk from you that we're gonna get into about David Carr. Derek Carr. You don't want him.
I don't want any car.
I don't understand.
I just want my car. It's outside right now.
I get it. So you ready to go draft a new quarterback? That's what you're trying to tell me, or you looking in the trade? You trying to get Deshaun Watson?
I'm looking at 3 fans right now. If you guys give us the farm, we'll give you Derek Carr. I got a Colts fan, I got a Pittsburgh fan, and I got Giant fans. All 3 of you guys need quarterbacks. We got the quarterback for you.
Trying to get a first rounder. He's trying to get a first rounder.
I'm trying to get 2 first rounders.
No, nobody.
I like that. Okay. Timmy, what's going on, man? G-Man, you know, listen, man, y'all search. Did it happen? Is it done? Is it official? Y'all still searching? What's going on, man? Talk to me.
Manager, we just need to look for a coach.
Okay.
And we got like 3 candidates.
I see y'all got
already did the interview just now.
Oh, okay. Listen, man.
Just like this morning.
All I got to say is stay away from my coaching staff. Leave my coaching staff alone. They busy right now. Y'all go worry about them other teams. Don't contact D'Amico. Don't contact Mike McDonald. Don't contact none of my people. Just y'all stay with your search, man.
We'll try to contact the Barlow.
Listen, I know. Listen, Garoppolo might be. Listen, you need a vet to push. Anyway, we'll get to that. Cello.
What up?
The Giants fan. And Cello, listen, Cello, you got the boat ready, Cello? You got the boat ready? There's only one team left, technically, that you got the boat ready for. Talk to me, man. What's going on?
I got it here, but I might chill for a bit. For this
you might chill for a bit? All right, listen, because your partner in crime not on, man. I understand. And when he come on, I already know what's coming, but we still in it. So, listen, NFL, we are in the playoffs right now. We are literally in the divisional round. Who knew we would be here? I mean, I didn't even know. I'm not even gonna lie to you and act like I knew we would
Jesus
be
knew.
here.
Yeah, God knew. A lot of praying helped.
Well, listen,
Because
my wife,
Jimmy G don't play quarterback.
listen, my wife been calling it early on in the year. She said, no, the Niners gonna turn it around. This, that, and the other. She felt like we was gonna turn it around. So she was on it. She was the one that told me, hey, we going to the Cowboys to watch that game in person. So it wasn't my idea. I just threw it out there. She made it happen. So listen, that's how it is. So now we have the Bengals and
Enjoy
Kansas.
it this week.
Yeah, exactly. You see how
I mean, I'll come over for the party and everything, but
Listen,
I mean,
listen.
I mean, as soon as
I'm
Jimmy
trying to
G
get
has
them
to play
Super Bowl
quarterback, the
tickets.
game is over.
I'm trying to get them Super Bowl tickets, man. We went away. Went away, man. Went away. But we're gonna get back to a second. I want to talk about
that
the
means it's
game
gonna
that
hurt
was
even
probably
more.
the game of the century last week. We're gonna get
Kansas
to the Niner one second, but I want to start with the first one, which was an amazing shootout. Buffalo and Kansas City, man. That was epic. Josh Allen, the respect for him. I know almost only counts in horseshoes, and on Fanatics, we don't really care about near wins and all of that. But can we give that man and his team respect for literally shooting it out with KC, man? That was excellent, excellent.
I was rooting for Buffalo.
I bet you was.
No, I mean, I'm just tired of Kansas City every year.
I agree. Now you went to the game, so I'm glad that's a good segue because right before before they even got to the Buffalo, they had to deal with you guys. What was that environment like going to Kansas City and being there in the midst of probably the loudest fan base in all of football? By yourself, mind you.
No, I wasn't by myself. I wasn't by myself. I mean,
you wasn't. Okay, I thought you were by yourself.
But I was.
No, she was.
Steeler Nation.
Oh yeah, Mike. Steeler Nation travels.
They do.
Anywhere you go, they
I was
there.
with like 1,000 of my friends from all over the world.
You telling me y'all had Steeler fans all the way out in Kansas City and it was deep like that? That's amazing. Okay.
I'll show you right now.
Those Steelers games are blowouts. They're more Steelers fans than the home team a lot of the time.
That is true. That is true. When we go to the sports bars that's out here, you're gonna run into a pack of them. Like Richie, you already know all the spots out here that was in Jersey. Cello, you know. Timmy, y'all know out here in Jersey, you run.
Can you
into
see that?
Look at that picture. Oh, that was you had good seats too. Okay.
The whole set.
Really good seats.
Yeah, really good.
And that's a lot of black and yellow going on right there. Okay.
Bumblebee travels.
Wow. Okay. So while we there, Jeannie, I want to ask you, what was the takeaway from the game? What happened? Where'd the breakdown happen that caused y'all to end up getting eliminated?
Okay, first of all,
the current game. Go ahead.
First of all, I mean, I don't really think that we belong there in the first place. It was all a bunch
Thanks to
of
the Raiders.
I like that.
But we were there, you know. So out of 32 teams, no matter what kind of luck happened or the fact that the Colts lost and the other team didn't tie, you know, we still were there.
Yeah.
But I didn't go down there with the expectation that they were going to win, but I hope they could win because any given Sunday, anybody can win, you know? So
tell them, Jeannie, they don't understand that. Tell them, Jeannie.
So I said, either I'm going for Ben's last game or I'm going to be really happy when I leave here and it'll be, his next to the last game because we didn't belong there. We have a lot of problems. We have a lot of problems in our offensive line. Our defense is hurt and terrible right now, except for TJ Watt. And
he's amazing. He's amazing. He didn't get that last sack given to him. He actually had to earn it, unlike Strahan back in the day when Strahan got that.
But I have a big problem with
our coach.
Exactly. You remember that, right? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jeannie.
I have a big problem with our coaching. But what I was afraid of when I was down there is like what the fans were going to be like. I've been to Philadelphia, not good. I've been to other places, other stadiums where, they're not so nice. But the fans were extremely nice.
Really?
Even after we lost, very nice fan base, very loud, but to me, not much louder than other stadiums. I've been to louder stadiums.
Okay.
And that was at a soccer game in Madrid.
Okay.
And that is loud.
A little bit different. That's loud. Yeah, that's loud.
Yeah,
Goal is different.
Really
yeah.
Loud.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, it's just hard to beat Kansas City. It's hard to beat them.
Yeah. Thanks, Philly, for giving them Andy Reid when y'all didn't appreciate him. Now he's like the best coach ever right now. They unstoppable,
and
man.
a lot of our fans were dogging us for even thinking we could win, but like, or saying, our defense like allowed all of the scoring, but even Buffalo's defense allowed a lot of scoring. Look at how high the score was.
13 seconds.
So it's not like, so it's not like we're the only ones. I mean, we're not terrible. We haven't, since I've been a fan, we've never been terrible, but we didn't necessarily think that we were going to go too far in the playoffs. I mean, come on, we had a lot of issues. Some of the reasons why we won. I mean, look at the I don't know if anybody saw the Lions and Steeler game. That was a hot mess.
No one's watching.
If we could beat the Lions this year, then we don't really belong.
Yeah, that is true. So let me ask you, now that you've seen the big announcement that your quarterback, Big Ben, is officially retiring, is all hope lost, or can you give Dwayne Haskins the mantle to carry the team to that next level?
There's other options besides Dwayne Haskins, but I also think that no hope lost is never a statement I'm gonna make.
You're like, I love it. Yeah, okay.
You say all hope is lost. I mean,
listen,
it's going.
It's gonna. So listen, he's throwing a Derek Carr out there as a possible move for you guys to make.
I heard a report today that if Jimmy G doesn't win this game, that he might be out too. He might be an option too.
But why would you want Jimmy
G wins? He out.
I don't want Jimmy G
because he's a leader, man. We go. I'm just saying, Jimmy G. JD, I like that setup. You set everything up perfectly. Justin, I'm gonna come to you. Thank you, JD. Great way to introduce yourself. We know you
Carson Wentz.
Jimmy G's the next Nick Foles.
We'll take Jimmy G the backup.
Listen, Jimmy G is a leader, bona fide. Look at that record. That winning record speaks for itself. Justin, I don't know about Carson Wentz, man. Jacksonville. You had one job, Justin. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm not a Wentz fan.
Go to Kansas City.
I'm not a Wentz fan. I was never a Wentz fan since the signing, and I'm starting to not become a Frank Wright fan just strictly because he keeps trying to pick up these old pawns that he used to have back in the day. How are you gonna go get Phillip Rivers and waste the whole Lions year? We had the best line in the league 3 years ago.
Wow.
And he's just wasting it. It's like you wasted you watch people waste luck.
No, I like him.
To get to the line, you get the great line, and then you just piss away every chance you have to get any quarterback ever. I'm tired of watching it.
Listen, so do you feel like Wentz should be the quarterback next year, or should you explore other options?
He's not gonna be. He's not gonna be. I'm heavy on the listening to what Chris Ballard says and Jim Irsay and stuff. And Jim, as soon as Jim Irsay watched that game, he said, "I'm done with him." And Chris Ballard said, he said, "Yeah, we're gonna have to look back and think about how we just gave up a first round pick for him, and he's not giving us nothing back." So he's like, they both said it. They said that QB position is on the table, and what's his name, Pat McAfee. And his podcast, and I think he just signed with Fit.
Hey! I gotta pause you for a second. Y'all new, so y'all don't know. We don't advertise nobody's show because they don't give us no love. So they'll take our words. Like literally, will steal everything we'll say here. So I'm gonna give you a pass now, but yeah, we don't. We don't use nobody.
I was just saying. I was gonna say Aaron Rodgers is always on there, and he keeps dropping these indie bombs.
Yeah, what does he do with a kicker?
He keeps dropping these indie bombs. So I don't know. I mean, I'm hopeful, but we got a great platform for him to just come and win. And
how disappointed were you in that Jacksonville loss to not get in, man? Like, were you devastated, or was you like, you know what, we earned that. We shouldn't have got in because Wentz literally gave that game away.
It's funny because when Trevor Lawrence was coming out, I said he was gonna be the best quarterback of the incoming and that slapped me in the face all year until I had to play him. So
yeah, that's amazing. He waited till he played y'all. It looked like
I said it to my friend Dom. I was like, you know, it'd be crazy if he really just smoked us just off the fact that I was riding for him all year. And he was He's like, yeah, I don't know. I doubt it, but you never know. And then we watched it happen. So
Okay, all right, I appreciate that. Thank you for letting us know the history of how you became a Colts fan, and Jeannie, how you became a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. Terrible towel. And now we got Denver fan on here, we got Giants fans on here, Raider fan, obviously. Bang bang 49er gang. We in the building. And we have to go touch on I guess like I said, that game, the probably the best game of the year, man. It's hard to argue that. As much as I want to hate, I can't really hate because I knew Josh Allen was good, but to play and literally be decided by a coin toss, Cello, I'm gonna come to you, man.
Yeah, and that's another thing I want to ask.
Go ahead, real quick.
I want to know what you think about that whole sudden death thing, like not allowing the other team to play, because I have a problem with that.
That's a good question.
And I wanted the Buffalo to win so bad and have another shot at it. I just, oh my gosh.
They just played for 60 minutes before that coin toss.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Hello, I'm glad that she set that up. So let me ask you, with everything that took place, do you feel like would you have liked to see the rule change where both teams got an opportunity, or you like, listen, if it was my team, I wouldn't have wanted that? What's your take? Because you was really on the chat live on that, like you was really giving your feedback as the game was going on. Talk to me.
Listen, the rule is if you score the first, they already changed it. First, it was just field goals. Mm-hmm. Now they said the first team with the first possession, if they kick a field goal, the next team gets a try. Mm-hmm. Kansas City scored, man. They lost the game. Leave it as is. We're gonna keep changing it. Leave it as is.
No, go back to the way it was.
No, but Mike, you know what it should do? They should just put 5 minutes on the clock. Whoever does whatever, 5 minutes, whoever's up, game's done. You got the ball and you killed the whole 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's on your defensive coordinator to stop that. But put a certain amount of time on the board, and that's it. Once the game is over, it's over. We won't go back and forth with the field goal, touchdown.
How do you do that with a playoff game, though, Rich? If a playoff game ends in a tie, what happens?
No. Then you play another after that. But then after
that, the refs trying to go home. You see how they left that Dallas game? My bad. Go ahead. Don't mind me. Go ahead.
After that, whoever kicks a field goal, game's over.
That's true. I did want to see
if it's dead tie after 5 minutes, first one score a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. So that's the old rules.
Yeah, I know, I forgot. I really thought Buffalo was going to get a shot, but I guess you're right. If it's a touchdown,
it was a touchdown. Yeah.
Because I remember with our overtime, it's a field goal, or like they scored a field goal, then we scored a touchdown, and the game ended. So yeah, I was like,
what if
we're not talking about this game.
Did college rules?
Or yours either, GD, at this rate.
What if they did college rules? Everybody plays from the 15.
I like that too.
You just get to match. You match those four possessions.
I think they might have a little crazy, man. Terrence, what you think about
what my man just said? What my man just said, whatever, it absolutely makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You got two teams that went to the playoffs for a reason. And so at the end of the day, whatever, why don't you let them go back and forth? Whatever, a best man win. It is what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever, I mean, the whole first touchdown thing, whatever, I mean, if one player messes up, whatever, game over.
And just slips. The game is done.
Yeah. So, no, let them go back and forth, whatever, you know what I mean? Best man win. It is what it is.
So they said that Josh Allen blew it because he called tails as opposed to heads, which is what they typically always call. I'm like, really? The luck of the draw by not calling what most of the time, what
they're superstitious up there.
Yeah, man. I was like, what? They're like, oh, he know he's supposed to call heads. Why would you ever call tails? I'm like, man, you can't, it's just so much stuff to follow. You're not thinking of that in the heat of the moment. It's a game of luck and chance. Who knows?
That was the best game of the year.
I don't think
Mike, But Mike, the bottom line to this whole thing is the special teams coach should have been fired, because there's no way you let your kicker kick out of bounds. You either kick a squid kick or you go kick an onside kick, because they're not expecting that right now. Kick an onside kick to the fattest dude out there, make him have to bend down. You go put the fastest. You put your fastest dude to go get the ball, and then the game is over. The special teams coach should have been fired, because there's no way that you go to overtime with with Kansas City. You don't do that. Or
All
even
I'm
the defense
saying
coordinator.
is Kansas City's defense notoriously is not all that great. So the
Nope.
fact that Josh Allen scored that many points to me doesn't really faze me. The real game was Mahomes smoking that defense and tearing them apart, and he did
What
it
happened with
religiously.
that? Where did the number one defense go? They like disappeared. Like what
There's no,
They all
happened?
went
it's
to
not
prevent.
that. It's not
It's
that.
They
called
all
It's
went
still
to
playoffs,
there.
brother.
prevent.
It's
Is he
called
that
playoffs,
good? Like,
brother.
let's be real. Because y'all know he looked shaky for the first probably 5-6 games.
You got the number
What in
one
the world
defense.
happened that he
Yeah.
looking like Superman again, man?
You gotta
It's
understand whatever. When you got history of being there doing that, I mean, this man, whatever, is going on his third Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Going to possibly in his third Super Bowl, whatever, and he just, I mean, it just was just that confidence that comes along
it's
when you've been in
repetition
the
and being
ring.
comfortable.
You've been
Nah,
in
it
that
ain't
ring
It,
all
that.
the time.
No,
You know what I
it
It's
mean?
a
ain't Mike. It ain't.
You've been in that ring long enough,
Mike.
whatever. Like it's like the person that's at the foul line, game
Yeah.
on the line. You know what I'm saying? If I'm
Mhm.
used to doing it over and over and over again, it comes second nature. That's the
But
mentality
Mike,
they got.
you
Kyler
gotta
Murray.
as
Cello,
a
get ready. I'm
as a
gonna come back
deep,
to you to finish your breakdown. Go ahead, Rich.
as a defensive coordinator. If I'm defensive coordinator for Buffalo, there's no way in hell I got defensive tackles in there on 13 seconds. I got 3 defensive ends. I got a fast safety that when Mahomes comes flying up the pocket to throw that deep ball, he gonna fly in to go take him out. There's no way you have defensive tackles. The whole game you wasn't touching him, and now you still got him in there.
Yeah,
Take them
man.
defensive tackles out because they just take them to space. 13 seconds. You put your fastest jokers out there. I don't even care if it's wide receivers. Go get him. Go get
Yo,
him.
it's amazing that they look Cello. The way that he looked so comfortable with 13 seconds, being that we're one step from the Super
I
Bowl
know.
and possibly facing him, I'm not gonna lie, that made me really, really nervous because he did not look phased at all, dude. So Eric Bieniemy and Eric and Andy Reid coaching is on a whole different level because even what he said to him, he said it might look grim, be the Grim Reaper.
It's
What?
Andy Reid.
Thanks for
It's
that at
Andy
that
But
moment,
Reid.
Cello.
that's what he's
It's
done.
Andy Reid.
That's what he's done for a long time. Like
That's
I go back to the night when we played them, the first game that we actually played them.
Yeah.
And that night when we actually played him, I knew he was something special the night we played him, and I seen this cat out of 3 sacks, okay,
Yeah.
and
You ain't gotta
step
tell
up
me.
whatever and throw a strike whatever for a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? So it's been what he's been doing his entire career. Even when he was at Texas Tech, he's always been that dude.
Yeah.
Always
Yeah.
But
been that dude.
listen, but Mike, again, last year Tampa Bay made him look like a low league quarterback.
Yeah, how does Tampa do that, man?
Tampa
Like
Bay made him look like a low league quarterback.
Yeah.
They were
That was
driven.
last year.
They were
Even,
driven.
Last
They
year.
were driven.
That
but
was
It's a
last
different.
year.
It's a different
even
feeling when you
the
got.
Raiders beat them. Even the Raiders beat them because they had a defensive end. Instead of going in to go get him, he just mirrored Mahomes. Wherever he went
But
at,
that yeah.
he went, and then he went. But you don't go out there and start rushing him because that's what he wants.
Yeah, don't do that.
You need to mirror him. You
That's
got to
exactly
mirror
what
him.
the Colts did when they beat them too.
The
Both
coach,
defensive
I
ends is
forgot the
standing.
coach beat them. How did that happen? Wow, that's amazing. Yeah,
Because we
that
got
is
good
true.
defense, baby. The same way we beat y'all this year. I don't know why you question
Listen,
Ooh.
Jonathan Taylor. Listen, if I could be honest with you, and I love that shot. That's a good shot. I'm gonna take that shot to the chest. That was a really good one. That's a really good one.
He
Jonathan
snuck it in there
Taylor
too.
came out of nowhere. I didn't know he was as good as I felt bad for him not making the playoffs. I didn't care
I
about the whole
did. I
game.
asked my
I felt
mom.
bad
I
for
don't
I've
him.
been saying
understand how
this
you
since
not
balled
know how
last
he's that
out.
year.
good.
He
I've been
balled
saying this
out.
since
Knows
last
that
year.
good.
I told her. I said,
Yeah.
Ma, he's gonna be the best running back in the league. She said, no, he's not. I said, oh.
Wait,
He
How do you
from
Yo,
not
Jersey. He
know?
from
How
Jersey
do you
too,
not
right?
know he's that good?
Yeah,
Yes,
he's from
he is.
Jersey.
Yeah, he from Jersey,
hey
man.
Mike,
And he played that play.
Track
He was
star. He
100 meter,
amazing.
100, he was the 100 meter champ in
Yeah,
Jersey.
yeah.
Went to Wisconsin, whatever. I
Yeah.
mean, like people don't really understand.
Yeah,
Like
but you know the
New Jersey
Wisconsin
has a
backs be iffy, man. When they get to the NFL, they don't always be, they be okay.
because
I mean, y'all
remember
got
what I
one, you
said
know. That's like,
before. Remember what I said before about Big Ten backs. Big
yeah,
Ten backs, whatever they get their tread, whatever is a little bit light, whatever when they get to the NFL because they carry the ball 30
yeah,
times a game. You know what I'm
30 a
saying?
game,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So at the
yeah.
end of the day, whatever, it's a lot different when they get to the NFL. Jonathan Taylor's situation it wasn't like that. Jonathan
Okay.
Taylor was totally different in terms of the Wisconsin backs, whatever. He had 25 carries, 225, 3 touchdowns all the time.
Hey, y'all
He
got to
didn't. He
steal.
never needed to hit the 30 carries, the 35 carries, because he would
It
do
makes
it.
sense. because we couldn't stop him. I ain't so I was upset for him, man. I was disappointed for him because the way he balled out, I thought for sure that y'all would go and not drop the ball against a team that don't even nobody. I think Alabama could beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. To be honest with you,
yeah, they could.
Mike, you know what happened, Mike, with the Colts is that when the league first started and told everybody go get vaccinated, the Colts and some teams were saying, I don't need it, and it came back to bite them because the week of the Raider game, yes, it did. Yes, it did.
I'm not gonna stay on the Colts. You gotta give me insight into that. What's that? What are you talking about?
Hold on, just give me 5 seconds. Well, more than 5 seconds.
I'm coming
more than 5 seconds. But but last year when the Raiders got COVID from Kansas City, and then we went downhill, all that COVID shit be beating you up, your body up. And when
watch the language. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
All right. And when Wentz got COVID, and then he wasn't gonna play, I said I want him to play. And then he came back. A lot of them came back to play. Their body wasn't right. We beat them, and then Jacksonville beat them. Their body wasn't right. It was COVID, and you guys just said, "Well, go get your shot." It was a free vaccine. Go get your shot.
Okay. I don't believe that.
Everybody
let me go to Cello. I'm probably Cello on coming to him. I got you, Rich. That's a little iffy. You reached on that one. That's all right.
I believe that.
Anybody that had COVID, talk to them about it.
I got you.
Anybody that had COVID, talk to them about it.
You all right. It doesn't. Yeah, you're right about that. Cello, let me get you in while I got a moment, man. Break down this game and how historic and epic you think it was, man. And what does Buffalo have to look forward to for the future? And is it a letdown? You know what I'm saying? They was in the same place last year, losing the same. Talk to me about it. The floor is yours, sir.
I mean, you gotta look at it. This was a heavyweight bout, man. You got two coaching staffs that are top in the league.
Yes.
You talking about it's chess going on. And then you had two top quarterbacks going against each other. Patrick Mahomes giving it to the Bills, number one defense. You know why? Because we said it in the chat. This is a quarterback-driven league. You can have the top defense all you want.
Shred it.
But when you got that quarterback, he could dice up that defense.
And San Fran got the best quarterback. Debo.
Nah, but Pat, when you think about it, Kansas City been there 4 years in a row. They won it and they lost it. Yeah. They had the experience. They know what it is to get over the hump. They know what it is to lose. Bills ain't get over that hump. This 2 years in a row now.
2 years.
Little by little, people start leaving.
It's mental, bro.
Little by little.
But let me ask you. But what about Davis? He had a phenomenal game. It wasn't even Diggs. It was Davis that looked like Morse out there. He looked phenomenal, man. They got them kind of weapons at their disposal.
Sometimes that happens.
Sometimes it wasn't that.
The Super Bowl.
That mentality, bro. That mentality, man.
So what happened? So let's look at that 13 seconds. What would you have done to prevent them from getting that touchdown during that drive? To get to what could you have done differently if you was the defensive coordinator for the Buffalo Bills? Go ahead, Justin.
You have to, wherever Tyreek Hill is in that trips formation, you have to double cover him, but you don't man double cover him. You have to play a 2-zone with him. You got to have somebody play below and somebody play up top. And just like those NFL reruns where they had Travis Kelce mic'd up, and they said, what did he say? He said, yo, there's nobody in the seam, bro. There's nobody in the seam. He said, fake inside. I'm going to bump, and I'm going to act like I'm going to take him out and just go down the field. And what did they do? They did that, and then the very next play,
so
he told Mahomes, he said, nobody's in the seam again, and he caught a play for 20 yards.
Yeah, go ahead.
What was that? Was that Leslie Frazier fault, or was that McDermott fault?
That's the play.
That's the players on the field fault. Because in 3 seconds, you don't have time to call plays. You have to play the field. And you have to know that you're watching Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and McCole Hardman, 2.40 and one of the greatest tight ends ever.
I agree with everything I agree with everything you said, but it is a defensive coordinator's fault. And the reason why I say that, is that while a play while the offense is on the field, he should be down talking to his players saying, okay, if they score, this is what we're going to come out in. If this happens, this is what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's actually both. You know what I mean? Because when you're coordinating the game, especially with that much time left in the game, you have to actually do it in advance, understanding that you're not going to get that much time on the clock. So I say it's actually both of them. I say it's on both the player and the actual D coordinator.
I'm just thinking of what could you have done on the kickoff or something to just kill more time to get
squid kick.
They got like 2 plays and they was in range.
Hey,
But if you squid kick or whatever, you can get field position.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's either or. It's not. There's nothing that's definite that could have happened that could have decided it any other way.
40-something yards. That's amazing. We got a comment I want to read. This was actually, it sounded like a response to Justin. Ruben said, you can't double from where he caught the ball. They have more weapons than just Hill.
Well, they were manned up with Hill. It's trips. They were manned up with Hill. There was 2 cornerbacks playing back, and there's a safety. So you most certainly can double Tariq Hill, my brother. But either way, like Travis Kelce said, they bumped this seam. He faked inside, and he told. There was 2 plays though. Who caught the ball the second play? It was Travis Kelce.
It was Travis Kelce on the second one. The first one was just unbelievable. Like that was just unreal. Like
but that was Travis Kelce's doing too. He took the safety out of
gear is just different. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He took the safety out of that scene, and he said it right before he did it. It wasn't all Tariq Hill. You gotta, if you watch that NFL replay, he literally says it. He says, yo, stay outside, fake inside. As soon as you take that step inside, I'm going to take the safety with me and give you the seam. And he does it. He called that play.
Let me do a gauge on that. All right, so who's in agreement with what Justin's saying that was the way that you would have been able to stop that? Or who's basically thinking there was no way to stop it? They was going to score no matter what. They was going to get in range. Is there anybody that other mindset that they're so good they're going to be in range no matter what?
I agree with my man Justin. I give him that because I think I mean, the more people that you have that's guarding them, you know what I mean, the less opportunity, whatever, that he may even get the opportunity to catch the ball. That's number one. You know what I'm saying? So the more people, like you said, man over top, and whichever way he goes, whatever, let's just stay on him. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, whatever, you don't have the opportunity, you know, in time that it's going to take to coach a play. You have to recognize down, distance, and personnel. All the time. Down, distance, personnel. That's how it goes.
They're special, man. 13 seconds, 40 yards, like
real quick though.
Like nothing.
I had that play, like it's thought up and everything, and like I think that's the best chance you might have, but I don't think there's a way you stopping that every time.
No, you can stop it. You can stop it. You play.
You can. I'm not saying you can't.
You
stop
play
it,
either cover 3 or cover 4.
You're not stopping it every time.
No. You don't need to stop it in 13 seconds.
I don't know, man.
You don't need to stop it in 13 seconds.
How many times did they run trips during that game, though?
Yeah,
so
man.
If they stopped it all those times and they run it again, that's
but
just
Mike,
the one time.
Again, you take out the defensive tackles because they're not giving you nothing. You put in one more defensive end just to mirror him. The one in the middle, going to mirror Patrick Mahomes. The other 2 are going to press, and then you play cover 4 man. That's it. I always did it. I'm out here in Georgia coaching. Believe me, if I'm coaching, I guarantee you I stop Patrick Mahomes.
Man, listen,
I guarantee you.
That's a bold statement. Speaking of which, I
guarantee you.
I gotta make sure I highlight and give guru status to this brother. So a couple weeks back earlier during the year when Kansas City looked like trash. And they was and you know, he was like, I don't know. I think David was the one that said they had a hangover from being so successful and da-da-da-da. And this brother came on, Steve said, give me my guru status on the Bulls, bro, and calling KC turning their season around. The Bulls is an NBA. They will touch that as his team. But the KC turning around, he called that where I can't remember everybody. I do remember David Terrence. I think I might have heard you too say Kansas City kind of was like wasn't where they was last.
I've always like I said, I've always felt Kansas City was going to turn it around. I was never one of the cats that was actually giving up on them because I'm a Patrick Mahomes every bit of me guy. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see either one of them cats fail whatsoever. So at the end of the day, whatever, I'm not going to go against them, especially with their history.
Listen, all I know is Eric. If after seeing that 13-second drive, and Eric Bieniemy does not get a head coaching job, something is wrong. Because if he has that much, I know it's about the quarterback. The quarterback clearly is the X factor that makes the whole engine go. But to have the cojones to go and throw them passes and look unwavered, man, like I'm sitting here like, man, I don't want to play them. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm sitting here like, man, we make the bowl. Do I want a rematch against that? But then again, I'm thinking of what Tampa did. And I'm like, we got the defense that's similar to Tampa that can maybe pull that off. We're gonna come over the top.
See, but the difference between y'all's defense, Tampa's defense is their DBs, brother.
Our DB's better than Tampa's.
No, you're not.
Oh, that's disrespectful.
Davis, no, you're not. No, you're not.
I try to throw it out there. We coming together better now than we did all year. I'm not even gonna lie. Go ahead.
I'll give you that, but not.
Yeah, we've been trash all year cornerback wise. I'm not even gonna lie. Josh Norman's not starting no more. If you look at it, Josh Norman was mostly responsible for all of our big plays, pass interference, and getting burned. He was getting burned. He don't start no more. He come off the bench. He lost his spot. That's either here or there.
But Mike, if it wasn't for Josh Norman last week, y'all wouldn't be playing.
Did you see the
playing, Rams?
No, he didn't. That wasn't him that blocked it. That was Mosley. That was Jimmy Ward that blocked it, the field goal.
No, I'm not talking about the block. I'm talking about as soon as your corner went out, Josh Norman went out there, and Rodgers went straight on that side, and it was 2 straight plays. He shut it down.
You see the disrespect? Soon as he got in, Rodgers went at him twice.
Went straight at him.
That's
2 plays straight.
That's what you do.
You gotta know.
He got a
rookie. That's crazy. But so I think with Buffalo, we kind of touched on it. Do you guys anticipate what moves can Buffalo make? Because they got the personnel. What can they do differently in this offseason to get over this hump, which is Kansas City? Because they're gonna face them again.
Special team coach.
Keep everybody, whatever, and continue to build.
Yeah, you got to keep everybody. You can't let nobody go. Keep everybody, because right now everybody's still hungry. They all know their mistakes, and they all hungry right now. But once you start letting pieces go and trying to bring something else in, it's starting all over again. Keep the pieces you got. Get rid of the special teams coach, and go.
Okay.
That's what Kansas City do every year.
That's true. I'm about to get off of Kansas City, but Steve, I wanted to acknowledge your guru status, sir.
You've reached guru status. Wow.
That's my way of giving him a pat on the back. When you see those, when you make a statement and you predicted something that happened before, I got a little couple things, little features that I like to highlight for all your great, guru status, being able to predict what was going to happen before. So he called it back. Listen, he called it back at like week 6. He like, they're going to turn it around, not worry about them, and that was not what was being echoed on this show. It was a lot of haters that was like Kansas City.
But you ain't answer my question, good brother. You going to send a cash app with that?
To him, man. Listen, I can't send a cash app, man. Listen,
he just sent it.
He trying to say that you listen, man.
He just sent it.
Guru status, bro. Disrespect. Well, now that we got off of Kansas City and the great game that they had, a historic, epic shootout, I think seeing Mahomes chase Josh Allen all the way down the field to give him a hug and let him know what a great game. Competitors like to compete, and clearly he gave him a run for his money, because even when Kansas City when Kansas City scored with the big play from Tariq, I seen what's his name? Josh Allen throw up 3 plays or whatever, and they went down the field like it was nothing. Scored, no problem. And
scored too early.
Too early. Yeah, run a play. Something. I don't know. But then again, who would think 13 seconds is like, that's just unreal, man. Give Eric Bieniemy a job. Stop playing, man. Like, if y'all watch that man earned it. He's a coach. No question. His
pass messed him up, though.
Listen, they got to get over that, because everybody got redemption story.
Where was he before Mahomes fell in his lap?
Go ahead, T. You know more about Bieniemy than probably you and Mark, the Colorado Buffalo.
He coached at Colorado, where all the issues started in college. You know what I mean? And so first he started out as a running back coach, I think, in Cincinnati,
Minnesota.
Running back coach, whatever, and then he came over to KC. But he was actually Eric
You breaking up, T?
Okay, I thought it was.
Oh, you breaking up. You breaking up, T. I can't hear you. You like? All right, there you go. Ahead.
I'm good. Okay. Eric is one of them type of dudes, man. Whatever is Eric always been the man his entire time, his entire career. Colorado, he was the man. And so now, at the end of the day, whatever, I think that he's rubbed some cats the wrong way, unfortunately. But you can't take it away from me. He can coach. He has some issues, whatever that he had. But the problem is, and I just got to say what it is, whatever. If he was of any other persuasion, he would have a job.
Yeah, it's hard to argue, man. When you see
we
that,
got to look at. Yeah. Look at Urban Meyer. No, Urban Meyer won a chip, whatever.
Everybody get brought up
and stuff like that. But Urban Meyer has a checkered past.
Everybody in the NFL got a checkered past. You just don't know about it.
I think he gets it this year, though, man. I think that drive solidified him. He needs a coaching job. I cannot see him going in this offseason when this Super Bowl is done and somebody not giving this man a job after seeing what they just displayed offensively. I'm
not gonna lie. For the last 2 years, I'm big on Eric Bieniemy being the Raiders head coach. Being the Raiders head coach. I've been wanting him from the beginning. I want him and Deshaun Watson. That's who I want. I want Deshaun Watson and Eric, but both of they checkered pass. But you know what? The heck with that. Give me both of them, and we'll turn this whole thing around because we got.
Can Deshaun even play?
That's the thing.
He can play. Why not?
We don't know what his status is going to be. That's the weird thing.
At this moment,
that.
I think he's playing. At this moment in time, I don't think nothing becoming nothing. It has been too long.
Jeannie, do you want Deshaun? Would you take a Deshaun Watson to replace Big Ben, knowing the situation with him?
To replace him? I don't know.
He got no choice because
he got big shoes to fill. I don't know.
No, you don't listen.
Hold up, though. Hold up.
No.
You just asked the question. And whatever, and you said Big Ben. Do you not remember Big Ben situations?
Yeah.
From the beginning.
No, I was asking, is he legally allowed to play yet? I didn't know if he was even allowed to play.
Was there charges against him? Like, I don't even know what the status was with
no charges. Hey, Eric.
Oh, there are.
I mean, there are.
Mike.
There's no charges against him?
There's as many charges as Ben had.
But
yeah,
Mike,
I know there's been a bunch of allegations, but I don't remember him ever being in handcuffs going, like, has he even been in court for this thing?
I guess he already
I
guess to what she was saying, he already filled those shoes. So sign him up, send him up there to Pittsburgh.
I want the Raiders.
Look, Big Ben had his allegations, sexual allegations, and now Deshaun Watson is a perfect match.
Two separate years.
That's dirty, Justin. That's dirty. That's shots fired. I like that.
2 separate years.
That's messed up.
Mike, we all know if anything happened to a woman, the first thing she's doing is going straight to the precinct. She ain't running back home. If the man get a massage at his house and she want to do some extra stuff, and then she want to text him back saying, "Did you like your extra massage?" Because she wanted extra money with that. He gave her some extra money. She didn't like, or they didn't like the fact that they wasn't coming to give the extra massage every weekend or whatever it was. It was different people coming.
Listen,
that's
man,
what they didn't like.
Listen, I'm trying to keep my show on the air. I wasn't there. The group is stressed by Richie. It's not necessarily those on Fanatics Live. I'll just say.
Look it up. Look it up.
Allegedly.
No, I ain't know allegedly.
There you go.
No, Richie trying to get us
handle the truth. Don't sign on.
Listen, Rich, I'm trying to get picked up, man.
You will be picked up. People like this stuff. You can't keep hiding stuff.
We both HR now.
No. Look, Ruben said Deshaun Watson, he paid them off. So again, it might be.
He's saying Big Ben. They paid him.
He said Big Ben.
Allegedly, but no, actually his was pretty clear. It might be, but he retired now. But yeah, he off into the sunset like nothing happened, man. Nothing happened. But drum roll. Like I set y'all up. I'll let y'all do your little AFC talk and all of that. Now y'all gotta go to the game that y'all didn't think was gonna happen. There's a whole lot of Packer fans that popped up last week, boy.
Hold up.
They disappeared, Jeannie. They was gone.
Terrence, hello.
Can we talk about how Jimmy G ain't thrown a touchdown in 2 weeks?
Hey, listen, neither did Carson Wentz or Big Ben. Neither one of them. They both out. So none of y'all quarterbacks do anything. So he in the same boat as every one of your quarterbacks. None of y'all.
My man said your best quarterback is Debo.
Listen, you got 3 phases of the game. You got defense, offense, and special teams. Thank God for our defense and our special teams because our offense was nonchalant, man. All we got was just everybody got banged up on offense. But y'all gotta. I want to know any props? Any props for my Niners for pulling that out?
Hey, y'all doing it. Y'all are doing
props
it.
For that
God is good.
No.
God is good.
No.
I just want to know. Like, I'm gonna start with Cello. I gotta go to Cello first,
Right?
And I'm gonna go to Terrence next.
He told that cute story last week.
Cello, yeah, that was a cute story. Oh, my brother, a Green Bay fan. Where my small violin at? I got you, bro. I'm with you. Is there respect now for my boys going into frozen tundra? And again, another road game against the #1 team that we all know was probably before Patrick Mahomes put on the display he did. We all said Green Bay was the best team. Any respect for my Niners now, man?
No, you got big respect from me.
Who was last?
You got big respect from me.
And I know that take a lot for you to say, Rich, being a Raider fan, knowing y'all was always second fiddle in the Bay Area. I understand, man. I understand that. I respect that.
I'm a big Rodgers fan, so y'all got it.
Thank you, sir. I take that. Listen, I just want the respect.
Listen,
I mean, Cello and Terrence, I'm coming.
Why you not saying nothing?
Cello, I'm coming to you.
I'm trying to say something. I'm trying to get mine in.
Go ahead, Cello.
Listen, it ain't nothing that I ain't seen before. Giants did it twice and won a Super Bowl the other year, so I don't know.
No quarterback too, Eli.
Yeah. But who's last in special teams?
They are.
Exactly. How did they lose the game?
Special
team. Listen, this is what I will give 49ers.
Oh, my boy on. Yeah, there you go.
We gonna come to him. Go ahead, let's Cello rock. Go ahead, Cello. Go ahead.
This is what I will give the 49ers. Y'all take advantage of the opponent's weakness. Y'all did it to Dallas. Y'all did it to Green Bay. Y'all advanced.
They got no option. They have no
Jimmy G ain't gonna get y'all to the promised land, bro.
Listen, you can only be bad for so long. At some point, he got to turn it around, right? You don't think he can turn it around? You don't think against the Rams he can turn it around? I feel like he can turn it around against the Rams, man. Green Bay defense Green Bay's defense played lights out. Like, I didn't even know that they was that good. I was like, what team are we playing right now? They defense.
Rodgers didn't have a good game either, so got to give y'all that with the defense. He ain't have a good game. I don't know if a lot on that dude mind. He was doing his thing in the season, but as it was said, he ain't been showing up in the playoffs, so he only got 1 Super Bowl. It's been carrying over. Rodgers, you got to win another Super Bowl because Eli got 2.
Listen, I tried to tell y'all on the chat. What up, Mark? I see you. I'm going to come to you at the Terrence. I tried to tell y'all on the chat, he's 0-3 against us. Not that matters, but it matters. For some reason, whenever he faces us, he don't light us up. He lights us up typically, but when it's playoffs, he just don't do it. For whatever reason, he just not in sync like he usually is. He targeted Adams the whole game. He didn't throw to nobody else.
Yeah. That's all he's getting open.
That's what they've been doing all year.
The fourth down he threw to Adams, Lazard was wide open in the middle. I was like, yo, I'm glad he didn't throw. He's wide open. Mm-hmm. He threw it deep.
That's what he trusts.
I think also when they lost AJ Dillon when he got hurt, because they usually at the end of the games they give him the ball. Mm-hmm. He got hurt. I was like, dang, AJ Dillon done? I said that's tough now. Because they usually give AJ Dillon, big boy,
kill the clock
at the end.
Kill that clock.
So Terrence, how much money did you lose in Vegas on that Niner-Packer game? I just want to know out of curiosity.
Oh, I don't bet, homie.
I didn't know if you lost any money in Vegas because you had a pack of jersey in the cut. I just wanted to make sure.
I don't bet no money.
Any props? Hold up, no, that's not true. You just bet me to go to Denver.
No, that's a trip. That's a trip. That ain't no money. That's a trip.
He want me to go to Denver because we play them next year.
You and your wife, me and my wife go, whatever, y'all wear y'all jerseys, it is what it is.
Hey, tell her what the loser got to do. Tell her what the loser got to do.
The loser got to wear the jersey, back home, the winning jersey back home, and on the show for at least
horrible.
for at least 1 month.
Horrible, dog.
Oh.
Horrible. I don't know if I'm taking that. I'm up in the air on that one. I don't know. Is it in Denver or is it in San Fran?
Take
if it's in San Fran, I might take you on that. I ain't going to no cold Denver up there where I can't breathe. I ain't asthmatic, but I'll be that day. So, Mark, come on air, Mark. What's going on, Mark? We got before I go to you, Mark. Ruben said props, bang, bang. Ruben, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. You've been real. That's an Atlanta fan right there giving us props. That's what I'm talking about.
You ain't even asked me whatever, but I ain't giving no props, no retreat. No retreat.
That's why I asked. I already knew how you felt. You head on your sleeve. Hateration. Right here. Hateration. So look,
no back down, no retreat.
I already know. So no props for us at all for going to Lambeau and doing the impossible.
Check this out. Like I said before, no back down, no retreat. We don't run. We don't do nothing different. It is what it is. Keep playing.
I can't. Listen, man. So after this game against the Rams at their stadium, which is going to be the host of the Super Bowl, we pull that out. Some props.
The only way I will give y'all props if y'all win it.
Mark, Cello, and Terrence, we got to win it all for them to give us props. Man, listen. Justin, this is what I got to deal with. They will not give no props, even though we backed into the playoffs. They still.
There's the boat.
Mark, what's going on, man? We got new people on the show. We got Jeannie, who's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. I know how much you love the Steelers. And we got Justin, who's a Cowboy fan. Mark is a fanatical Cowboy fan. Fanatical Cowboy fan. My brother.
Every Cowboy fan is a fanatic Cowboy fan.
He's a Cowboy fan. Mark, I'm going to give you the floor, man, and let you talk about
it. First.
Here, you do that.
Apologize first.
Go ahead.
I went to drafts with you, Richie. So
I know. Me and you, bro.
I'm a real dude. But how you guys doing? I don't know my man in the gray. I was listening to. What's his name, Justin?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for giving Mike the business and not letting him get off easy.
He did. That's a deep shot. I forgot we lost in the bat. Yeah.
I was sitting there listening, and I applaud you, even though you're a Colts fan, correct?
Yes.
So you ain't got nothing to do but just tell the truth. So he don't like.
You remember the score when we played?
Facts.
I don't know if you guys know about the boat, but the boat symbolizes if you're not in the playoffs because there's only one round, only one. Mm-hmm. There's no prize and no participation prize. So if you're on the boat, and yourself, waiting on Mike to join us. Trash.
That's how we feel about the boat. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, Mark, when the last time they won the Super Bowl? Let them know
in the Giants fans' house.
And this is to be honest, what I will say, I think San Fran played probably the best game of the year last week, in my opinion.
I'll take that.
What?
I'll take it. Get him. That man's beat. Nobody get him off.
Wait, where's that
There's always a climax that leads to the downfall, so that's the good thing. I've been telling Mike in our private conversations that they have been using Debo too much. And it finally actually kind of came to pass last week on a fluke play where he hurt his legs. Now you got Debo going into a hostile environment, a common opponent. When I mean common, they faced him twice and beat him twice. Yeah. So not saying that the Niners can't go in there and pull an upset because it's already proven their road to the Super Bowl and the Rams' road to the Super Bowl don't even. Mm-hmm. They're not even in the same ballpark, man, because, going to Dallas and going to Green Bay is a lot easier than having your 2 games at home and your 3rd game way back at home. So, they pretty much have had home field advantage throughout the playoffs. In a nutshell, it really wasn't. Finally get a fact. You know what? I've been talking real all year. I've been talking real all year. Haven't got one Cowboys, not one. but I can talk about him.
Cowboy stuff. No, you hit the facts just now. Though. You was all the rest of the year, but that one you hit that one on the nail on the head, bro. I give you that.
Man.
I'll be extremely biased. My boy, #1 Rams fan on the planet, the only Rams fan that I know who actually loved the Rams.
Yeah,
it's almost like I feel like he's destined to have his little shine on. You know what I'm saying? Since he didn't get a chance to see him, but if it does come down to anything, I don't see it being a blowout. I don't see a blowout.
Listen, that's our stadium. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but that's our second home. I know y'all heard about them blocking ticket sales. Yeah. I went on to get tickets, and it was real. When I put in my zip, they wouldn't let me buy tickets because they only had it
because they saw you in Dallas.
You
That's not new though.
You gonna see the most blue and
they
gold.
saw you in Dallas. That's why they didn't want to give it to you.
Couldn't believe it, dude. I know, right? So I'm gonna go around and get a prediction from y'all on this game now. My Niners are we with the Niners and then we'll go to the Bengals. So Niners are now facing the Rams. The Rams are one game away from playing the Super Bowl in their home, same as Tampa Bay last year. What you see this game playing out to be? Give me a score, give me a prediction. I'm gonna start with ladies first. Jeannie, what do you have for the Niners and the Rams? How this gonna play out? Third game facing each other this year.
I got the Rams 28 19.
That hurt my heart. I respect that though. I respect that. Who's gonna be the deciding factor? What is it that's gonna cause us not to be able to pull us out?
Debo gonna fumble.
You know what? I should have never put that out there in the air. Jeannie, what you got? Rich, thanks for your take. Rich, appreciate you. What you got, Jeannie? How you feel? How you feel we're gonna end up losing? Is it defense, offensively, Garoppolo? What do you see?
Garoppolo partially, but I just think the Rams are gonna want it more.
Yeah, they got a lot of incentives on. Yeah, they got a lot of motivation on their side. I told Mark off the chat. I told him I didn't want the Rams. One, I don't like playing a team 3 times in a year because it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a year. It's extremely hard. It's in their stadium. Super Bowl's next. They got everything on their side. Yeah, but it's the truth. You ain't gotta listen. It's the reality of the situation. But thank you, Jeannie.
What did you say? What did you say?
Yeah, she tired of me saying that, but it's the truth. They're in 3 times playing the same team. I wanted to see a new opponent, not somebody that we've already played twice. It's just not as exciting for me, but it's here now. I gotta accept it. But Rich, I'm gonna come to you. Thank you, Jeannie. Rich.
Nah, go to the next lady. Go to the lady behind you. I want to hear her take.
I forgot. Kamisha.
Yes.
What's your prediction? Let me get the camera on.
We already know what you're going to say.
No, you gotta get a prediction.
I don't have a prediction.
We win it or we lose it.
Of course we're gonna win.
Bang bang, not again.
I think it's gonna come down to I don't know. It might be another field goal situation.
I agree. I agree. Give me tight.
I think it's like
35, 30, 35, 38. That's my call. Who's gonna be in the new building? They're gonna shoot it out. The Rams will kick a field goal in the end.
Well,
Robbie Gold. Robbie Gold. Listen, if Robbie Gold miss a field goal, if this dude miss one field goal,
stop putting that out there in the air, son. What you doing? I see what y'all doing. I see. Don't think I don't recognize what y'all doing. Y'all trying to change the energy that I've been putting to my boys all year.
They're gonna
I have a lot of time on my hands, and I told you, number one rule for setting the ultimate dream is to roll with you.
Yeah, so I see what y'all doing. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all.
Yeah, because if 6 is gonna happen, I would much rather. You know what? If you win this game, 6 should be inevitable.
Okay,
but it's
agree. Agree. All right, thank you, Steve. I finally got you on air, man. Let me hear you, man. What's your predictions for this Rams Niner game divisional playoffs, which we technically, according to everybody on here, sound like we wasn't supposed to be here. Nobody believed. Bang, bang, we here. What our catchphrase is, we ain't done yet. I heard the players say that. We ain't done yet. Steve, what you think gonna happen this week, man? This Sunday. I hope you ain't freeze. Let me hear you. Steve, let me hear you. Go ahead, sir. Oh, I gotta come back to him. I don't hear him. If you can talk, go ahead. I don't hear you. You probably speaking on your side, but for some reason I don't hear you on this side. Terrence, while Steve getting his audio together, what you got, man? I gotta ask. I mean, I think a part of you. I think a part of you see us winning. I think a part of you. Yeah. I think
he does.
A part of you was like, "Yo, the Niners gonna pull this out," but I can't say it.
And he just
go ahead, Terrence. It's only the world watching. Go ahead, tell him.
28-13 Rams.
We only gonna score 13, son, on the Rams. That's what you
13 Rams.
I gave you 19.
Thank you, Jeannie. 13 points. Disrespect.
I gave you 35.
Yeah,
I gave you 35.
Oh, you ain't. No, I can't take your positive vibes because that's gonna counteract what we try to do. I can't accept no Cowboy prediction of no good points. I understand how that works. I can't let you get that. It's a weird thing. I get it. Steve.
I don't want nobody here to misconstrue. I'm not trying to hear bang bang for 365 days. So if you want me to hate, I'm hating at the highest level possible.
You will hear it from now until September. I'm just letting y'all know.
I'm going with
bang bang all year long. Justin, you're on your phone. You distracted. Justin, who you got? Niners or the Rams? Steve, get your audio together so I can come to you. Justin, go ahead.
I think this is gonna be one of those games where people it really just comes down to quarterback play. And like I said before, I don't think you have the quarterback that's going to take you there. Even when Jimmy G has good games, just hear me out. Even when Jimmy G,
Justin, we said, what's the score?
Go ahead. Let him give his deep dive. Go ahead, Justin. I got
don't mess with my boy.
That's why I'm saying this. Honestly,
look at the ladies. I love it.
That wasn't the question.
The first she does. I love it.
And it wasn't allegedly.
I think it's gonna be like 31-9. I don't think Jimmy G scores a touchdown.
Wow.
Y'all forgetting that we averaging 5 sacks a game for 3 weeks straight, right? Y'all forgot that we averaging 5 sacks a game. Ain't nobody gonna.
That's good. But look at
y'all gonna ignore that we gonna pressure him and cause him to mess up.
The lines you played.
We played the Cowboys in Green Bay.
Mute him on disrespect alone. Mute him on disrespect.
Listen, this is first. She said. So what did you say, Justin?
You can't
31-9. 31.
I'll be here next week.
Yeah. Hey, don't you do the Homer Simpson in the bushes. I need you to come back on this.
No, that ain't me.
Because all that talking,
you might be
I'm gonna light him up. Cello.
You might be here, Justin. You here to fight crime.
I feel like he just where did he fit with the dynamic just like that. Like
his mama,
who coached him?
Like that's why.
Steve.
That's one.
What about the coaching? Anybody think they're going to be out coached?
Not on my
one
side.
One team or another?
Shanahan's owned McVay. That's not even up for debate. He's owned them. Now, mind you, they got everything on this. Listen, they got everything on their side from blocking the tickets. They know what's coming.
They just have too much. They
know what's coming.
With that Von Miller signing, then they got Odell, it's just too much.
If Trent Williams' ankle heals up the way that it should this week,
wait, Justin,
I'm not worried about Von Miller. I'm just letting y'all know.
It ain't gonna heal up.
Silverback gonna make sure Von Miller is isolated. I'm not worried about Von Miller if Silverback is back.
Matt Stafford's gonna throw for at least 400.
Now I will say somebody. Who audio is that? I will say this that Cooper Kupp gonna get his yards. Like you're not gonna stop him. Whoever that is, hold on. Who is that?
That's Jimmy G. He mad.
Hold on. I don't even know who that is to mute.
I think it's Brown.
That's Mr. Brown.
It was him.
That might have been. All right, whoever it was. Let me see. Steve, was it you? Steve, can I hear you now? Because
I think it was Tim Brown.
Yeah, Timmy, man. AOL? Like, what was that? I heard them.
He said AOL.
My bad. I dated myself. Just you remember that? I didn't think you would, man. That's probably before your time, man. I just dated myself on live on air, but it's all right. It's all right. Cello, what's your take, man? I know you bang all day, man. I know you want us on the boat, but maybe you had a change of heart. You like, you know what? Mike persuaded me with some of the facts that he gave that Jimmy G is a leader.
Can we talk about the AFC game now? Come on, I
gotta go around the table and get everybody their input.
I ain't go yet. You know that, right?
Nice. Go ahead, Cello.
I got 27 Rams, 17 49ers.
Nobody.
This a big game for the Rams, man. Big game for the general manager. You done gave up picks to get Von Miller, bro. Let's see if that's gonna work out.
Quarterback too.
Y'all said,
listen, hold
on.
Let him rock.
They said Goff wasn't good enough, wasn't tough enough to get him over the hump. Y'all got Stafford now. I think, they lost to Yair, but it's hard to continuously beat a team, especially that they home. So I look at them as Jeannie said, they hungry.
Yep.
I get 27-17 Rams. Y'all on the ship.
Hey, real quick.
This is what I gotta deal with every week, man. This is what I gotta deal with, man. Horrible.
OBJ got to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? It's a big game for OBJ too, man. OBJ.
I know them Giants fans is quietly rooting for OBJ on the low. I know y'all rooting for him.
Nah. Listen, OBJ, do your thing, but he listen for some years now. He ain't been the same OBJ since he left the Giants.
I don't know, man. He got 6 touchdowns since he's been with them. I don't know.
That was his first. Your last game was Odell's first game with the Rams, right?
Yeah. No. The first game was the one we beat them 31-10. That was his first game. The second one was when they had us 17-0. That was his second game with us. So because
y'all played them like almost back to back or like within 3 weeks.
Yeah, pretty close. Like probably maybe 3 week window. Yeah. So the first game, him and Von Miller, that was their first game. Yeah, whoever that is that's talking, we can hear you.
Am I still on mute?
No, I can hear you. I want to make sure I can hear you. Go ahead, sir. The floor is yours. What's your prediction, man? Before we go to AFC, you the last of the Mohicans.
I didn't go yet.
Yes, you did.
Can y'all hear me? I gave my spot to Miss Trump.
He didn't
talking about the game.
He didn't go.
The refs going cheap. Miss Trump.
All right. You had to Steve.
Rich didn't go, but what he called me?
I don't know what he said. He was talking about.
Am I gonna get it?
The game didn't even go on, Mike. And she said,
let me give I said David. Let me give Steve a chance.
No, but Rich didn't finish.
I'm gonna give it to him after Steve because Steve been hard to get on with his audio. Steve, what's your prediction, sir? And give me a breakdown. Steve, the floor is yours. Give me a breakdown. The prediction's yours, sir. Go ahead.
All right, so,
Man, his audio. Oh, there you go.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can.
Y'all hear me?
Go ahead, sir. Yes.
Can y'all hear me? Yo.
Yes, we
y'all
can
hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yep.
So my prediction, I got Kansas, Cincinnati.
Huh?
Okay.
Got them winning. I got that being comes over San Francisco. Shout out to Curtis Mack. R.I.P. our brother.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, right. R.I.P. my brother.
It all. OBJ taking his ring.
Wow. He got the Rams winning the whole thing, Super Bowl and all. Okay. I mean, all right, so just so before I go to Rich, I just want to acknowledge not one of y'all, other than maybe Ruben, because Ruben said this is his first time playing in a conference championship game. I'm assuming he's talking about Stafford.
He's talking about Stafford, yeah.
None of y'all on here, just so I can, it's documented, as I like to say. So Jeannie, Justin, Rich, Cello, Mark, and Steve, and I didn't give you if he there. Oh, and Terrence, y'all all know it's documented that none of y'all predicted us to win. So don't let it happen, because I'm gonna light y'all up next week. Just know.
Listen. I keep telling you, bro. We from the hill. We don't run.
I know why, Steve. I know why. But still, I still gotta do it. Rich,
against me because of Rams.
I know. Rich, go ahead, man. I'm gonna give you the last say, and then we're gonna get off my phenomenal 49ers as we get ready for this game this weekend. Go ahead, Rich. Prediction.
Right. Defense coordinator for the Rams should put a lockdown. Put Ramsey, the highest paid player, on your quarterback, Debo.
You can do that.
Wherever your quarterback goes, that's where Ramsey go. I don't care where he go. He go to the bathroom, you better go to the bathroom with him. But wherever he goes, you go. Now, I'm looking at Cooper Kupp, and I'm looking at that Rams running back. What's his name?
Cam Akers. Fumbleitis.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
He won last week.
Well, you know what? He's saving the best for Sunday. Okay. But anyway,
it's a nice defense that like to run. Go ahead, y'all run at us.
Please. I'm looking at maybe 24-10 Rams.
Oh, disrespect.
Oh, that ain't disrespect. We are trying to tell you what's going to happen.
It's just a quarterback play.
Listen, what y'all don't understand is what y'all don't understand, and I'm gonna get off my Niners and we going to the AFC. But I like the predictions because it lets me know what I'm dealing with and who I'm dealing with. So I appreciate it. I embrace all of the predictions. The difference is we've been here before. So I feel like, and two, the stadium literally is ours. Like we gonna be in there heavy. So it's gonna feel like a home game for us.
Mike, because to me that's San Francisco.
You can ask me, but you break it up. Say it again. Could you break it up for me? You break it up. I can't hear you. This audio ain't never working for me. Go ahead, so,
Mike.
Steve.
But Mike, you got to be honest with yourself. When the end of that Green Bay game, when Kelsey and not Kelsey, your tight end, when him and your quarterback was limping off the field, you don't have problems this week?
Nah, his ankle's good. It's more Trent Williams that I'm worried about because he's the one. He's gonna play, but he had some issues with his ankle. That could
I told you too, Press. Y'all got banged up that Green Bay game.
Yeah, we got banged up. Yeah,
that's the thing.
We're playing in the snow in 0 degrees while they playing in Tampa Bay and playing in their home stadium. They haven't had a chance.
Bang,
I'm crying.
They haven't had. No, she didn't. They haven't had a chance, so now they got a chance. I like that. He said stop crying.
But Mike, you know what? Yes. Mike, you know what bang bang mean now, right?
What, banged up? That's what it is?
All banged up. That's what bang means.
You know what? We're going to go to AFC now. I've dealt with it.
Look at I'm hurt.
Banged up. All right, so that was the predictions. For anybody that's watching, please know this is documented. This is a live show. It's not pre-recorded. Everyone on here, all of the panelists that's here predicted us to lose. So I'm going to enjoy next week's episode when me and Kamisha are able to come on here and let y'all understand that destiny was waiting for my Niners and we on the way. But AFC, Bengals stand a chance against Kansas City, or y'all going to sleep on them like y'all just did my Niners? What's talk to me about Joe Burrow looking like Joe Montana right now.
The Super Bowl is going to be the Rams versus the Bengals. The Bengals are going to
I think this is the best matchup they have in the league, maybe. Besides like the Rams.
It might be the Bills and the Chiefs, but now
Joe not scared. Go ahead, Jeannie. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I think the Bengals are going to have an upset for a number of reasons. Now, number one, they beat them close game, but in week 17, not week 2, not week 3 when they were struggling. It was in week 17 when they, came into their own, Kansas City. So no matter what, it's going to be a very close game. It's going to be a high scoring game for the most part. But the Bengals are going to pull it out at the last minute. Mixon's on fire. They're on fire. The whole state of Ohio is on fire. And I just think they're hungry. And I think Mahomes is not used to being in a wild card game. He's tired now. He's gonna he's gonna struggle a little bit next week. He's still good. He still can pull it out. But I think it's gonna be an upset. I think it's gonna be close. I don't know what I can't predict the score. I might say 32, 33. I don't know. I can't even predict the score. But in the end, it's gonna be go Rams because I will never root for the Bengals.
Hey, respect to that.
All right, Cello, what's your takeaway, man? She spoke some stuff about she got the Bengals doing the upset. Joe Burrow not scared. He don't sound scared, brother. I heard him. He don't sound scared.
I think they're gonna get out coached. I worry about Cincinnati's offensive line. I hope Burrow don't come out of there getting hurt. He got to be smart. Spagnola's gonna bring it. I say Kansas City Chiefs gonna win that game. They on one right now. I think Cincinnati. Listen, y'all did y'all thing this year for this long, but y'all done bumped into the wrong team at this time. So I feel Kansas City probably could put up a good 31 on them, and Cincinnati might get 14. But I don't see Cincinnati winning this game, man.
You know, Jamar Chase had 266 yards on him, right? When they played, right? I don't know if you know that or not.
I think the Bills were a better team, or a better team than the Bengals, tougher team than the Bengals.
Where's Ruben?
I think this is it for the. I say this is it for the Bengals.
He's in Virginia. He's an Atlanta fan.
The Chiefs have one thing over, the Bengals. It's one more position player on offense. Other than that, they have no running game, they have no defense, and they have no defensive line that matches.
Well, they put up that much points. Number one defense. So
Justin,
I didn't say they had the number. I didn't say they had the number one defense. That's not what I said.
No, I'm talking about the Bills had the number one defense, right?
Yeah, but they don't have
they gave them that work
anywhere near as prolific as the Bengals do.
I don't know, man.
I don't know about that one, but
how don't you? Josh always struggles to score over 30. That's a rarity. Him scoring over 30. We watched it, like you said, it was one of the greatest games of the year, and that was because he actually scored.
All right,
cut it out.
I like
let's
so.
Talk
So
about it how it is.
Who do you have for this? You got the Bengals pulling this out.
Josh Allen actually did something. We know Mahomes is going to bring it. We know the Bills' defense is going to be all right, but it wasn't enough for that. And what do you wait for every Bills game? You wait for Josh Allen to do something, and we finally got to watch him do something. You do. They have no running game. Their running game is him. He's got more rushing yards than the running back.
Okay.
What are you waiting for? You got
Stephon. Any rebuttal to that? He just called out.
Don't let that Titans win fool you, man. Don't let that Titans win fool you. I'm telling you, Ryan Tannehill was the quarterback for the Titans, threw 3 interceptions. Don't let that Titans win fool you. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So Justin, let me be clear. So who do you have? What's your prediction? Who you got pulling this out?
I think the Bengals going to pull it out, and I think it's going to be closer in a lower scoring game than people think.
Who's going to be the difference maker?
The running game.
Oh, Joe Mixon. Okay. All right. I respect it. I like that y'all stepping out on the ledge, man. I like it. All right. So Cello, what was your prediction? Who did you have? You had Kansas City winning that.
I'll give them 31 on Kansas City, 14 the Chiefs.
Okay.
I mean, 14 the Bengals.
Got you. Before I go to Rich, y'all do see what Ruben put. Ruben said Kansas City versus 49ers Super Bowl. Don't add him. Don't debate him. That man said what he said. Let that man live. Go ahead, Rich.
He drunk right now.
I need the trash can.
You know what? Rich, who you got, man? I ain't listening to JD. Her terrible towel ain't waving no time soon.
Always.
I got
Dwayne Haskins. Let's go, Dwayne Haskins. Let's go, baby. It's your team now.
I got 42. I got 42-38. 42-38 Cincinnati Bengals.
Wow, he got them putting up 42 on
It's gonna be a high scoring game. For everybody to think it's gonna be a low scoring game, it's gonna be a shootout.
Yeah.
They going Chase is gonna run wild, just like Hill gonna run wild. It's gonna be quarterbacks doing their thing, but somebody gonna mess up on Kansas City. I don't know who gonna fumble that ball, the running back. Somebody
it almost wasn't a shootout down there.
It's Tyrone. He's playing, right? He gonna play. The Honey Badger's playing.
No, Mahomes.
I don't know. He got concussion.
But people keep forgetting that game in Kansas City versus the Steelers almost wasn't a killing. Until like 2 minutes into the left, it was like 10-10.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Yeah,
it's called playoff football, ladies and gentlemen. Playoff football, and I'm gonna tell you like this: if you've been to the dance before and you know how to dance, it's a big difference than you just getting there. And I'm telling you right now, in my personal opinion, I think the score is going to end up probably being 35-21, and that's going to beat the KC.
Okay. Also, the room is split. It's split. Mark. And all right. So Richie got the Bengals. Justin got the Bengals. Cello got the Kansas City Chiefs. GD, you had the Kansas City or you had the Bengals? Who'd you have?
The Bengals.
You got the Bengals. And Terrence got the Kansas City. So Mark,
you kind of break.
I have. I like Jamar Chase a whole lot. Obviously, if when we did our draft show, I was the one telling them he was the best player in the draft, and nobody listened to me. But needless to say, I was right. But yeah, I got Kansas City. I don't want to see. I'm tired of seeing Kansas City in Super Bowl. Man, get them out. Let's go Bengals. I want them to go to Super Bowl. I don't want to see them.
You a hater.
I'm hating on them. Yeah, I'm tired of seeing them. Give me somebody else. Yeah. Let it be Niners, Bengals, like back in the day, man. I like that because we beat them early this year, so I'll take that.
I was tired of seeing.
That's all you want. You don't care about that. All you want is to beat them.
I was glad the Bucks are out.
About.
Says he glad the Bucks are out. Mark, make sure you off mute, man. What's your prediction for this game, man? Kansas City and the Bengals, man. Can I hear you? Are you on? Go ahead, Mark. If I can hear you, make sure you can overtalk me. I don't care. He might be there, but he might not be there. All right, he don't sound like he there right now. All right, so that's the prediction right now. We're gonna see how it play out. This is it. This is for all the marbles. Super Bowl is right away. Is any of the teams in the playoff in this divisional round a surprise to you? Like bias aside, is there anybody that's a surprise, or these are the teams kind of
San Francisco?
Y'all
Bengals.
San Francisco.
No, Bengals, San Francisco. Nobody surprised by Kansas City. Nobody surprised by the Rams.
No, they should be there. All
the Rams bought their team.
They should be there. All the money they spent, they should be there.
Yeah, the Rams sold their soul for this Super Bowl.
That is fact.
Dang, Rich.
That's not a surprise.
It's true. They sold to play a Super Bowl at home.
Yeah. Listen, but I remembered, man. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it's scripted. I'm not gonna do that. But Tampa Bay played in Tampa Bay at their Super Bowl last year and won. Now the Rams get their Super Bowl right there. Come on, man. Where the Santa Clara Super Bowl at, man? Stop playing with us, man. Anyway,
hey,
that's me with my violin. That's with my cheese with my wine, Terrence. I'm whining. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm gonna send it to you Federal Express.
All right, man. So we made our prediction. It's documented, ladies and gentlemen. We went through the entire playoffs picture. That's what's left. And no one has faith in my boys, so that's going to be a great show for me to come back next week because I'm going to really, really enjoy that.
We ain't going to be here, though.
Why? Why not?
It's just going to be you and your wife.
You going to be nothing to talk about because all our teams going to be out? See,
we ain't going to be here, y'all win.
All our teams will be home.
That's fine. We all right. We're doing it just
all right. Listen, hello, we don't get the participation award for being in the division.
No, you get the participation trophy.
Because he been saying it on the chat, so I just had to put it out there publicly. What you say,
participation trophy? That I got it for you. It's pending.
Understood. All right, so with before I move to the NBA, which one is this? No, that's just about the NBA. Yeah. Oh, so. There's a bunch of firings that has taken place. What is it? 9 vacancies right now. Let's go. Some of y'all teams don't have coaches. What's gonna happen? I seen y'all doing a whole lot of interviewing, whole lot of black coaches being interviewed. I don't know if that's Rooney Rule or if y'all legitimately are considering these people. I guess I'm gonna go with the Colts fan because the Colts fan allowed for Jacksonville to now be going after Tampa Bay's offensive coordinator, Byron Leftwich. So how do y'all feel about these vacancies and who do you see going where before I go to the NBA? Who do you see going where? Rich, I guess I'll start with, well, no, Justin, y'all don't have no vacancies, right? Your coaches and stuff, everything's in place. Okay,
Yep.
so nothing with you. But I guess since y'all lost to Jacksonville, who do you feel should be the coach for Jacksonville? So they can start out again. Should it be Byron Leftwich, or you think there's somebody else they should entertain for Jacksonville? And I'm gonna go around with the other teams.
I think they're at a point where, like, after Urban Meyer, like, even with the Urban Meyer signing, I thought they were throwing darts at the dartboard because I just never saw it from the jump, and I've heard about locker room antics from him and stuff before, and it just didn't surprise me that all that happened. So, and to think that, like, people thought that a college coach was going to come in the first year and not treat them like college players or something like that, or some sort. It was just, I don't know. They got a lot of not vets on that team, but people have been in the league for like 3, 4, 5 years. I just didn't think it was going to work. You need a strictly under 25 team up in there for that to work.
Okay.
But I like Byron Leftwich. I think he's done his due diligence around the league enough to get a chance, or to warrant him a chance.
Hey, listen, he was a big player for them when he was there, man, as a player. So I think it just makes sense.
He stayed in not even just in the shadows with coaching, but he's been he got Tom, but even before that, I was a big Winston fan. So
okay.
I just knew he couldn't see, and that was a big thing. He came out and said it all the time. Like, yeah, I need LASIK. Like,
well, get it. With all of interceptions, that might be why. Listen, we lead the league. I don't know.
He throws 80-yard passes on the regular.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
I like Byron down there.
Okay.
But I think the bigger thing is,
Rich, I'm coming to you.
Is the Giants.
Yeah, Giants. I'm saving y'all the third. Rich, interim coach. Keep him. Y'all made the playoffs with him. You want a new coach? What do you want, sir? What would make you happy?
What would make me happy is Deshaun Watson and Eric Bieniemy. Give me both of them, and I'm good.
You try to
go for
Brian.
Sheesh.
I don't think Eric's that good.
As far as Brian Leftwich, what if this was Tom Brady's last year and he's the offensive coordinator for Jacksonville?
Who? Tom Brady?
Tom Brady.
Tom said he doesn't want to
coordinator.
I can see him staying.
He doesn't want to coach ever.
Yeah, I can't see him going to Jacksonville.
Yeah, he said he doesn't ever want to coach.
Oh, really? And he did sound like he was done at his press conference.
Yeah, he said when I'm done. He said when I step away from football, I'm stepping away from football. I got kids. Like, I want to be a part of
his wife like, listen, man,
he was heavy on that. He ain't coaching.
I could see him trying to stick to his 45-year-old. He wanted to play.
Nah, he's letting the grays hang out now. He's not even trying to dye him anymore.
He's embracing it. Listen, man, it's a lot of spoiler. Listen, I can say this. I'm a pat my boys on the back. They've caused some turmoil. They got the Cowboys in an uproar and turmoil. They trying to figure out what they're gonna do over there because of losing. We caused Aaron Rodgers to have to leave Green Bay. Turmoil over there. That's all because of us. Just, by the way, y'all don't want to give us props. That's because of us. Go ahead, Rich. I just had to put that out there. Go ahead, sir.
But as far as the Rooney Rule, tomorrow we're gonna interview. Well, I think the last two coaches that we brought in, they're all black. And then we got Tampa Bay Buccaneers defense coordinators coming tomorrow. Okay. And on Tuesday, your boy is coming. D'Amico. It's coming to be the head coach.
Don't be doing that. Why y'all even interviewing D'Amico? Don't do that.
Hey, you know what?
I didn't know he was interviewing with y'all. Come on, man. Let us finish the playoffs, man.
After y'all lose, he gonna come because he got nothing else to do.
Man. Yo, listen. Yikes.
But Mike, you know what? A funny story is when me and Mark went to the draft.
Tell you next.
When me and Mark went to the draft, and then I got down to the bottom. Like I always do. Yeah. And on my right side was Tony Gonzalez's family, his whole family. And on my left side was D'Amico's family. He got a bad sister. Oh, Mark. Me and her was talking. No, but the reason why I'm saying it, listen, the reason why I'm saying it, because I'm there with all my Raider gear on, right?
Yeah. Meat and potatoes, man. Meat and potatoes. Let's go.
Listen. So I'm there with all my Raider gear on. And then on the NFL called Tony Gonzalez's family to come up. So they're all coming up, and then my man saying, "You too, you come up too."
Hold up.
It was 3 little pigs.
Right, hold up.
Come on.
Who's frying something in the background? Please mute your phone. Like, please, thank you. Go ahead, Rick. Finish your story.
Who's frying something?
So now I go up on the stage with Tony Gonzalez's family, and we up there taking pictures for his draft pick with Kansas City. I got all Raider gear on, but I can't find that picture.
Yeah, okay. What's your point? Wait for your point. Give me a meat potato, man. So you got
my point is that I met D'Amico. So it's funny if he's the head coach.
That would be
I was sitting with him and his family, and then we went in the back, and then I'm in the back with them all talking this and that.
See, I don't know if I know this. Rich, I'm gonna cut you off, Rich, just because I gotta transition to the next person. But that's a good point. Rich, whenever we went to the draft, we're those kind of fanatics. We would go to the draft in person in New York City, and every draft we went to, Richie ended up backstage with the teams. How he did that, maybe because he looked like an executive, and I don't know, but he always ended up backstage. We look like, he come back, he got a draft hat, a towel, we from the line. Every draft, he went backstage. And so I just had to put that out. He's not lying. He's really done that. So Cello, thank you, Rich, for that story. I hope you find that picture, because if that does happen, hopefully he won't go there, so that picture be null and void. But I'm glad you have it. Cello.
God.
Cello, there's a message from you from Ruben. Rooney Rule is for the Giants, because we know y'all don't hire African-American head coaches in New York.
Oh, quarterbacks and GMs too.
No, that too.
Don't say in New York.
They just had a GM.
Yeah, New Jersey. Mike, New Jersey.
Kamisha said they're not even in New York. They're in Jersey, exactly.
There's only one New York team, Buffalo.
The Jets hired one.
The New Jersey Giants. Cello.
The Giants hired one too.
How your search looking, man? How your search looking? Who's the candidate you want, man? Y'all done interviewed people 3 or 4 times now. Make up your mind, man. Let's go. What's going on with your Giants?
First off, I want to say when Richie first came on and he had the Raiders collar shirt, I was like, yo, this cat do look like, you know what I'm saying? Like he could be a coach or something. I was like, yo, this cat looks like he's part of the
agent or something, bro.
Yeah, I believe that. I definitely believe that cat was getting backstage. So
he was.
Much respect to you on that, man. As far as the Giants, man, I told y'all this is a different market. Right now, it's Dable, Flores, Patrick Graham is a sleeper. He already been here. I know the players like him, but man, Shane said that he likes Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
John Mara said that they felt that they mixed him up. He had too many offensive coordinators. There's been too many turnarounds for Daniel Jones. Shane said he wants to keep Daniel Jones as a starting quarterback. Anything could change.
Yeah.
Between now.
Oh, you put that out. You put that out there this time. I like that.
Listen, I'm putting that out. Come on, let's be real. Things change. But for right now, we stick it to the now. We stick it to the now. They say they want to keep Daniel Jones as a starting quarterback.
Yep, I seen that.
Right now, the best guy looking for the job is Dable, but I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because how can he handle this market? Can you handle this market? Brian Flores. Now, there's been talks about how he handled the Miami situation. That cat was in there Brooklyn style. So
yeah.
Is that style good for the Giants?
Yeah.
Will it help Daniel Jones develop? If it will, if you can get the right offensive coordinator, I like Flores. But are they gonna be able to be in connection and in one accord? Because we really need the right guy here. It's been 10 years. It's been 10 years. So honestly, I don't have a favorite. It will be good to see a black coach over here. But,
it would.
But wait. It's bigger than that right now. We need the right guy for this place. So it's either
you don't care what color. You just need
if he I hope he's Dominican, but there's no Dominican ones out there right now. There ain't no Dominican coaches out there right now. I hope he's Dominican, but
Right.
No,
Mark, get ready.
Honestly, it's kind of crazy. The situation crazy right now because they keep talking about the Dable and Miami Dolphins job. So will the Giants extend the search?
What about Quinn? I ain't hear you mention Quinn once.
Nah, Quinn is staying with Dallas. He said it. Quinn staying.
Yeah, he went back.
Jerry Jones wasn't
down
happy.
Chicago.
We threw all of that in shambles, man. We didn't throw that in shambles. I thought he was leaving.
Hey, Mark, Jerry Jones.
Man.
Hands off.
Man, I thought he was leaving, man. Dag nabbit. I thought for sure he messed that up.
Quinn.
I'm ending here. It would be good.
Go ahead.
It would be good if it could be Flores and he could get the job done. That would be a plus because then it'll show Giants got their first black coach. But like I said, we just need the right guy. That's all I want. I just want the right guy. That's it.
Timmy, while you watching and Cello just gave who he wants, Timmy said, I'd rather have Flores than Dabo. That's what he said. So he wants Flores. So I think for the development of Danny Dimes, who I'm not big on him like at all, but I think Flores would help with that. So he makes the most sense to me. I thought Dan Quinn was a safe choice, but now that he off the market, Flores would be my second choice for you guys. So let's see what happens. I got Terrence on here too. So okay, cool. I'm gonna go to the Cowboys. I'm gonna go to the Cowboy fan and then Jeannie because you don't have no coaching move. Tomlin ain't going nowhere. Tomlin's there. He never retire.
That's not true.
What?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Jeannie go first because America's team is always first. So
I got you. I appreciate you letting America's team let somebody else go, even though y'all not in the playoffs. Jeannie, go ahead.
No, he said America's team always goes first, so I'll go first.
Yeah. No, you the first loser.
No,
you go first.
You said it already.
Yo, that Cowboys Steelers thing, that's another win, right? When they barely play each other. It's hilarious.
You got that jersey on. You saying a lot to me when you got that on. You don't intimidate me. Period. Not the least bit. Not the least bit. You know that.
She got the terrible with the pom-poms.
Richie could be scared because he a Raider fan. Maybe the Colts over there, but that means nothing to me. We beat y'all all the time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you go first. Just let you go.
To her. I'm gonna pass Jeannie. I'm gonna go to Terrence. I'm gonna go to Terrence first. And Jeannie, you're gonna go after Terrence.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on, Mike. You know what this 2 stand for, right?
What?
Week 2, we went to Pittsburgh and beat them. All right.
Pittsburgh,
Week 2. So we ain't scared of Pittsburgh, bro. Get that out of here.
Terrified.
We go to Pittsburgh to beat them.
Listen, man. Listen. All I got to say is Dwayne Haskins' legacy is about to begin now.
Stop saying Dwayne Haskins. That's the reason why we need coaching. We don't currently have any coaching vacancies though, since our defensive coordinator was coaching.
But we all tired of watching the Steelers run the ball up the middle. I'll tell you that.
Run left, run right.
Big receivers, play cool. Yeah, I mean, listen, y'all got everything. I think it's the ideal job for somebody. Maybe y'all might jump into the Rodgers circus and try to get Aaron to finish off his
going to Indy.
He gonna let me finish.
Go ahead, Mark.
He wants to go to California.
He wants to go to San Fran. I ain't gonna lie. He wants to go to San Fran.
Go ahead, Mark. I hear a lot. I try to tell him. Go ahead, Mark. Get it in while you can, because I'll go to Terrence next.
Giants, keep your dirty hands out my backyard, man. I don't like it. I don't like the smell of it. I don't like you searching and sticking your rat nose in the Valley Ranch and trying to figure out who we letting go. We letting go nobody. Matter of fact, we like a coach. That's what we're gonna do, and he's going nowhere. But I would have liked to see him in New York because he brings at least stability. That's what your next coach has to bring. He has to be respected and he has to bring stability.
Agreed.
And if he doesn't bring that, y'all look for about the next 4 years are looking the exact same, man. This is make or break. Like this coaching work, y'all got to get it right. Because y'all
Cello feel that way. Listen, Terrence,
Cello dweller competitive, man.
So,
and that's for real.
Let me go to Denver. Go ahead, real quick, Rich. I'm about to go to Denver. Go ahead.
All right. The reason why Giants ain't getting Flores because Flores already said he wants Deshaun Watson. Wherever he goes at, he wants Deshaun Watson. Giants ain't bringing
Daniel
in
Jones.
Deshaun Watson.
Not at all. Not,
If you put a proper line in the front of Daniel Jones gonna scorch you.
Stop.
Daniel Jones is no. Listen, if you keeping it dead real, I understand the mistakes. I understand the turnovers. But with the right coach, if you get him a right coach and a good quarterback coach, and just have him have Saquon Barkley make big plays and get another receiver, a 1 and a 2. Giants ain't that bad, man. I like I said, I believe if they get the right coach.
That's a lot of man. That's a lot of
variables.
It's a lot of variables, but they got the draft capital to be able to back it up this year. They can get impact players that they need this year. They don't have cap space to bring in free agents.
Bad, man. The cap is bad. The cap is
bad. They ain't got no dough like that. They spent it on all these free agents like their wide receiver who ain't had no touchdowns.
That's what I'm saying too. Like when you look at the Deshaun Watson situation, even with the cap, man.
Terrence, I'm coming. I promise.
We need honestly, where Gettleman messed up, he didn't draft well. We need and I'm not talking about the first round, and I'm not talking about the second round. I'm talking about the meat and potato rounds. The third, fourth, and fifth. We need players on this squad. We didn't have that. That's why I told y'all all year when we had those injuries, it was bad because we didn't have those next man up players. I told y'all that all season. Y'all
like depth.
Tripping.
Yeah,
listen. But CeeLo, you know what you got to do? You got to give up that first those first 2 picks in the first round. Give it to San Francisco, get their quarterback, and bring Debo over there.
Debo about to get a max contract. Debo about to become the highest paid receiver in the NFL because of his dual role. So he's straight. We give him his extension. Terrence, let me come to you now because they're going to cut me off. Terrence, the Denver Broncos coaching search. It's done now. It's a wrap. I heard it's over. Like, that's it. Talk to me.
What you mean you heard it was over? It is over. He's been hired. Hackett's been brought in, and it is what it is.
You didn't seem excited about it.
I mean, it's still a 60-40 chance, whatever, that Rodgers still comes. I hear everybody talking about him going to California. I don't think so, but we'll see.
Y'all don't want that to happen.
No, he said he wants to go to California.
I'm saying, but y'all don't want that to happen. Y'all don't want him to come without. I don't want that.
I don't think you.
There ain't no weakness.
I said what I said before. $49 million, whatever, in cap space. Pieces to make a draft actually happen. I mean, make actual trade happen. I don't think too many teams have what we actually offer at the moment. To be honest with you, that's number one. Number two, Hackett, whatever, is a guy that he endorsed. If you think in your rabbit behind mine,
what's up, Rick? Go ahead.
That there was a conversation between the GM and the quarterback coach, you're tripping.
Okay.
Now, in my personal opinion, like I said before, and I've said it several times, I would have definitely rather had a person like Anthony Lynn. I'm not a fan of first year. I'm not a fan of first year head coaches because it's a lot to go from a coordinator to a head coach, especially of a pro team. So at the end of the day, whatever, I think that Hackett, whatever, he'll be okay. But at the end of the day, he still never called the offense either.
Okay.
So there's a whole lot of moving parts to this whole thing, whatever. I think that we went too far left because we had 2 defensive coaches the last few times.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But I think we went too far. I think we went too far left. Can it work? Cool. I'll still be there rooting, whatever. You know, it is what it is. But
why so early? Why did y'all jump on it so early? I feel like y'all had time.
Because we really didn't have time because they want Rodgers.
Yes.
Traveling to Jacksonville the next day for the interview. They didn't want him to leave. They made the offer, and I'll say this in regards to Patton's history as a decent GM, whatever, he has a track record of having a decent GM. So I'll put my faith in the things that he's been doing because he has a history of a track record of success. I'm gonna say this right now.
Yes.
It will not surprise me if we end up with Cousins. And it would not surprise me if we end up with Cousins.
What team?
You know,
Kirk Cousins. He want Kirk Cousins. He said,
No.
Yo, what team?
I didn't hold. I didn't
"Oh
say
yeah,
I
Denver
wanted
Bronco.
Kirk Cousins.
Denver Bronco. Denver
I
Bronco."
didn't say I wanted Kirk Cousins. I said it would not surprise me if we did.
Oh,
But I still think
Yeah.
I still do think that there's a large possibility with the capping space for Devontae Adams, the trade pieces for Devontae Adams, whatever to go. Because you got to keep in mind, whatever he still has, it's still a trading process. Rodgers actually is still in contract.
yeah, technically, yeah. We
So
know
there
that's gonna
has to
be.
be.
You know they're
And the
gonna
thing
work
is,
that out.
I hear everybody saying California, but there's also been a lot of rumors of him talking about Denver as well. In addition to that, there's also been a lot of heat about Watson talking about Denver as well, talking to other players they want to come there. So
I see.
again, we'll see.
Mark, go ahead. And Richie said, Mark, before I give it to you, Richie said, Terrence, he'll propose a trade. Derek Carr. He want to get rid of Derek Carr. What you think?
Honestly speaking, with the pieces that we got, I would take Derek Carr.
It'd be a lot cheaper than Aaron Rodgers.
With the pieces. Well, I mean, you can do a lot with $49 million and still have money to play with. You know what I mean? So I think we'll be fine. But I mean, with Derek Carr, we just need someone that actually has a command of an offense.
Drew Lock was the guy. I tried to tell you, Drew Lock.
Man, don't play.
You know what, Mike? You know what,
don't play,
Mike? But if
Mark, I'm coming to you, go ahead, Rich.
If Denver did get Derek Carr, him and Devontae played in college together, and Denver could afford both of them.
That's true. I like this.
Where is the Dallas fan located?
Yeah, Mark. Jeannie talking to you. She said, "Where you located?"
Huh?
She said, "Where you located?"
I'm in Hawaii right now, Honolulu, Hawaii.
To say. Oh well, okay.
He enjoying weather over there.
He's on
Cowboy fan in Hawaii. That's like weird. They look at him weird over there. They're like, "Oh, what you doing here?" Oh, Cowboy fan.
Yeah, All-Star game ain't playing here no more.
Not a bad view. The weather's pretty nice over there, sir. Not bad. Not bad. The floor is yours, Mark. Go ahead.
Just so you know, Carr ain't going nowhere, so y'all can kill that conversation.
Oh, I forgot. Rick is a Raider fan. I forgot.
Oh, heck no. Get rid of Carr.
Yo, Rick said no. Carr ain't going nowhere, Rich. He a Raider fan that disagree with you on that one, buddy. He said nope. Go ahead, Mark.
Mike. Hold on, Mike.
Hold on. Go ahead, Rich. Talk to Mark.
Our last game of the season, how in the heck you throw to triple coverage when Darren Waller, our number one wide receiver / tight end, is wide open in the end zone? Him and Edwards is wide open, but his two buddies, Zay Jones and Renfro, gets the ball all the time. Waller wide open, and now that's what would work in Denver. Is him and Devontae, because if he's close to somebody, he's going to throw him the ball all the time. This way, whenever we playing y'all, we going triple coverage Devontae because Carr going to still throw it to him.
Rick, what's your rebuttal to that, man? He said Carr be going to his favorites, man, when he could have went to Waller on that drive instead of throwing that horrible pick.
That triple coverage.
I can't argue that. That is true. Sometimes Carr does stuff that make you shake your head because he has his favorites, and even guys wide open, he's still gonna go to his favorites. But bottom line is, Carr. I mean, that's our quarterback. We got
no, it ain't. It ain't ours. Don't get ours. Don't get me mixed up in that. It ain't my quarterback. I want him.
Look at the split. Look at the Raiders fan base split. Someone Carr going, the others like, yeah, he's good enough. Listen, I love it. I love this function.
No, but Derek Carr is gone this year. To be honest with you, no joking, no playing, because this is his last year. Mark Davis is not going to give him a new contract, and that's what he wants, a new contract. We're not going to give him $35, $42 million. We already did that 8 years. You already showed us that you ain't bringing us nowhere. So it's time to move on from him and go and probably even keep Marcus Mariota for 1 year, bring in one of these rookies.
I told you about Marcus Mariota, man. I don't know why he's a corner. I don't know why he's on the bench.
I'm just hoping Denver Giants, Colts, Pittsburgh. Somebody come knocking at that door. Give us something for Carr. We
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
letting
hold
you
up.
go.
You got
But
a
give us
contract. We ain't
something
giving you.
for
We
him.
ain't
Mark,
getting nothing for him.
they don't like it. Nobody want that trade, man. Listen, they only want Garoppolo. They don't want no Derek Carr. Mark, the ball is
I'll
yours,
take
man.
the
Go
Deshaun
ahead.
Watson.
She wanted to. Oh, now you want Deshaun Watson.
No,
You
I'm
thought
not
about
saying I
that.
want him. I said I'll take him over
You'll
Carr.
take him. Oh, okay, Mark, go ahead. It's yours. Jeannie, you have the Mark.
I'm gonna start with Richie first because it's so easy to see the direction that the Raiders go. If anybody's getting Kirk Cousins as a stopgap quarterback, it's gonna be the Raiders. He'll fall right in line, right there. The minute Carr gone, you'll see Cousins patch that hole. So y'all about 2 years away from getting the quarterback.
Carr ain't gonna help.
And the word for Carr that you was looking for was suck.
I always said that.
Except for the word suck.
Oh,
So I have to narrow all of that down to just suck.
boy. Oh,
As for you, Terrence, I think you're looking in the wrong direction because I think your quarterback is right to the west of you. I would love to see Russell Wilson go to Denver. Same type of atmosphere.
Absolutely.
I don't want to see that, dude.
Now listen, what I'm saying is he's gonna come at a cheaper price, number one. But one you know, he's gonna take them young cats and command that offense. And he's the type of guy that John Elway likes. John Elway likes leaders and
But here's the problem though. Here's the problem though, Mark. You have a cat that you brought in Hackett. Does he like Hackett?
I
like
get
the quarterback coach, right? And then
I think whenever you're talking about Denver, I think when you're talking about Denver, I think especially when it's time for you guys to bring in a quarterback, I think all that goes out the window because if your offense ever catches up to your defense, the only thing you are missing is a quarterback. So if Wilson comes in, trust me, Elway gonna make sure Russell Wilson is comfortable. He'll replace the coach before he replaces Russell Wilson because Russell Wilson is the type of dude that will nurture all of that young speed you got on the outside, that young tight end, running back. So I think that if I was a Bronco fan, let me go for Russell Wilson.
I actually like that.
I'm with it. I'm definitely
get him out my division. Let him go.
I'm definitely with it. I just think the problem is the coach that you just hired is iffy right now to me. It's just iffy right now. We'll
I like
see.
that you're keeping that real, Terrence.
You think the coach is gonna allow? You think John Elway gonna allow the coach to pick the next quarterback?
Here's the problem though. Elway is no longer the GM. It's Patton, right? Elway's trying to buy the team. He's actually trying to be a minority partner in buying the team. So that's another issue that's going on right now. You know what I mean? Like they have Jeff Bezos. You had to do that St. John the other day, and a few other cats trying to buy the team. You know what I mean? So it's up in the air. And let me just say this: the only reason they didn't get Shanahan a few years ago is because Ellis, which is the owner now, and Elway have an issue with Mike Shanahan.
The father.
I heard about that.
They like the way that Kyle interviewed.
I heard about that.
They didn't want Mike. They didn't like Mike's presence in the actual in the organization.
I did hear about that during that time. Yep. Yeah.
But Mike,
we gotta get ready to move. We're gonna get ready to wrap up NFL. I want to make sure I get takes on between Mark and Jeannie. Touch your teams. Go ahead, Rick. What you were saying?
All right, 2 seconds. Who's the owner of the Raiders? Mark Davis. Mark Davis already said he wants Russell.
Okay.
The owner said he wants Russell, so he's gonna do everything in his power to bring Russell to Vegas because his wife wants to go perform out there at the hotel. So his wife would go get a job. He got a job, and we good.
I can't.
I'm gonna say this. I'm
The Russell Wilson in Denver is kind of intriguing. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that a little.
But the owner already said he wants Russell.
All right. I'm on for y'all. Let me get Jeannie and Mark to get a team. Let me get Jeannie and Mark to get their team.
I'm sorry. Go
ahead. Mark, your Cowboys get their meat and potatoes. I want Jeannie to get to the meat and potatoes so we can go close out with the couple of things with NBA, and then we're gonna call it a night. Go ahead, Mark. What's your coaching staff is intact now? Everybody was trying to snatch him up. Now they're not going nowhere, but that means y'all gonna have to pay a pretty penny.
I just found it ironic how a team that all I heard was we suck and we overrated. Everybody trying to snatch every assistant coach, backup coach, locker room coach, towel coach, bench coach. It's ridiculous how every single year everyone's trying to pluck from the worst team in the league. I knew for a fact, honestly, if Quinn was leaving, Mike Zimmer was most likely coming. So it would have been a give situation. I'd ran the same D Minnesota probably had, but remember he won a Super Bowl with us, so he just came back home. But the good thing about having Quinn back is now all my players that we bring back, the key ones, Michael Parsons, Randy Gregory, uh, Marcus Lawrence, Diggs, all of them are familiar with scheme. So we don't have to change up any scheme. All we do is build on that scheme and fix and tweak the mistakes. You know, I hope everybody in the draft room, because I'm in heavy. You know,
I know you're already on it. You like ahead of stuff. You're ahead of schedule already.
I did y'all the liberty of posting a draft where you can do your own draft and see what comes out. You know, I think the way that our head coaches are structured right now, we needed to retain everybody in order to get to the next level. But you know, when I look at the whole, we in good shape. If we'd have lost and we'd have lost Quinn, then it'd have been a whole different conversation. But I'll take the 30 points a game offense going into next year with improvements.
Hey, Mark, do you think Quinn went back because he think that job is his for the taking next season?
Oh yeah, next year it'd be his.
You think
he was told that?
Back?
Oh, Timmy, you on? Okay, cool. I'm gonna go to you too.
Back because the Denver job and the Chicago job was being, you know, pretty much filled, you know, and those are the teams. He didn't look at you guys because you guys are rebuilding, Cello, and he didn't want to go to the Jags and start from scratch because that's where he failed at before. You know, you gotta get a team that's gonna be able to be on the cusp. You know what I'm saying? You know, like if he was to go to let's say the Raiders is pretty much intact. You know, no disrespect, Rich. I'm just using you as an example. They got to.
I watch you.
What I'm saying is you got to do.
He's real sneaky.
Yeah, I am. But you got a defense, and the only thing he would have to improve on is the offense. Bring an offensive coordinator, strengthen your defense.
Quarterback. Derek Carr got to go.
All right, so Mark, so just so I'm clear, none of your coaches are going anywhere. Everybody's staying put.
To answer Cello question, Jerry Jones pretty much paid him a lot of money for him to not go anywhere. So
wow. So that means Mike McCarthy's probably gonna be gone soon. Because if you're paying that kind of money to one of your coordinators, then that means that coordinator is probably next in line to be that coach. If head coach do his job this year. And Justin, you had agreement like, McCarthy is on a leash this year.
Yeah, if he don't get it right, Sean Payton will be there next year. Everything is already in the hard setup. We don't do that, man. We don't lollygag and we let you know. Listen, Sean, quit because New Orleans Saints is rebuilding from the bottom up, and that's a fact. That's not bottom up. They need everything new except for Kamara, and he needs help. But from the wide receivers on, they rebuilding. So all he has to do is just take off. Sit in the booth, call some game, blah, 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 blah. Let the season play out. And then the very next year, he gets to pretty much choose where he wants to go.
I don't want Sean Payton and the Cowboys ever. That's dangerous. That's dangerous. I'm not saying he's coming. No, I'm saying that's dangerous to me. I don't ever want to see that.
He's coming, but the Jones family and Sean Payton have a very close relationship 100%. Where if he was to come, I wouldn't be surprised. Let me put it like that. If McCarthy
all right, Jeannie, I'm coming to you. I know y'all don't have no coaching moves to my knowledge, but talk to what's going on with your franchise now, man.
Well, we're also in the process of rebuilding now at this point. I mean, we need a quarterback, we need an O-line, we need defense, I believe we need new coaching. You know, all of our coaching for the last 3 or 4 years, we look the same. We're predictable. You know, we do the same thing over and over again. We don't really make adjustments at halftime. We don't make adjustments when we lose a game. We don't make adjustments after tying with the Lions. I mean, we don't make any adjustments. It's just constant. So I'm a little bit frustrated with Tomlin, but and all of them really. Matt Canada. I don't know. The jury's still out on him. I think he was butting heads with Roethlisberger, but I don't know.
She is on it. Okay.
I just think that we need a whole lot of change, and I don't know who to suggest would be a good fit. I just want to see different plays. I want to see something new.
Eric Bieniemy.
And
give it to you. Girl, you was firing off. I had to give it to you. Go ahead, continue,
but even what I forgot what I was gonna say now.
He was writing it down.
You was running through the whole gamut, man. Goodness gracious. So you feel like y'all are
Don't
really
you agree?
predictable.
Don't you agree? We need help.
I love Mike Tomlin.
I know one thing I was going to say.
I love Mike Tomlin.
Suggest would be in there. Maybe I said that already. There was something else. I know it was something else. But anyway.
So Mike Tomlin, you ready for Mike to go? Mike has been there forever, man. He's like a staple. Like I can't even. He's the whole identity.
Listen, I know what I was going to say. Same pat responses every post game. You know, it's always the same thing. He says a lot of words, but nothing's being said. And nothing gets changed. I mean, listen, I want to like Mike Tomlin. I've been trying to like Mike Tomlin for a long time, and I have liked him. I'm not saying he's the worst coach, but sometimes you need change. Sometimes you need and it's not always a bad thing or saying that he's a bad coach.
Right.
You know, I mean, I know they keep sticking to he's never had a losing season, but look at our playoff play in the last 10 years. It's terrible.
We'll take him. We'll take him.
I think everybody on there take him.
We'll take him.
Raise your hand if you'll take Tomlin.
I'll take him.
You got
a lot of people that get a divorce, and they don't mean they're bad people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but they go on to the next relationship, and it works because sometimes you need change. And I'm not saying I'm not trying to dog Tomlin because he's a good coach, but we keep doing the same things. I don't know what influences him. I don't know, but we'll find out next year when Ben's not there.
Listen, like I've been saying all night, the Dwayne Haskins era is officially here. Steeler fans, get ready. Right, Jeannie? You excited?
No, because
speak on that, Jeannie.
They like Duck better. They like Duck better.
Haskins, Jeannie.
The Willis kid will be going to Pittsburgh. That'll be their number one pick.
On Dwayne Haskins. Let Fanatics hear what she has to say.
They like Duck better anyway.
Who?
The Giants never have Tomlin.
He's not there.
The Giants. The Giants never have Tomlin.
Oh, he's doing. Oh, okay.
He's not there anymore.
Who's the other one?
Mason Rudolph.
They like him. I don't know why, but they like him.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, they like him. I don't know why they like him.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to play him before they play Haskins.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Listen, Jeannie, I got to give you props. We know Steeler fans, Mark, and honestly, you are probably the first Steeler fan to call it in terms of y'all being the same exact team every single year. So
that's why we beat them all the time, because they're the exact same team every single year.
Oh, shut up.
Thank you.
Shut up, Hawaii.
Exact same team every year. That's why we pound them every time we
I love it.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I love it. I love it.
I was at the Dallas-Pittsburgh game in Pittsburgh a couple years ago, and you just beat us by the last second, like 38 seconds of the game, Elliott.
That's the key word. Beat.
Not anymore.
Yeah, not no more. He a fullback now.
But I will say that was the best dissection of the Steelers to keep it real. Most Steelers fans like Cowboy fans, but worse. Y'all think you're the worst.
No, don't ever
Pittsburgh
say that again.
The worst fan base known to man.
No.
Pittsburgh is the worst fan base.
We're not delusional.
They're both in the same. They kind of.
We're not delusional. We keep it real.
That's what I say all the time.
Wow.
Ooh.
No, I just tell.
I need y'all to all chill.
We've been to the Super Bowl in the last 15 years.
How could you have 6 Super Bowls?
Hey,
That's my
Stella, it
friend.
wasn't even you. Stella,
How
it
could
wasn't
you
even you.
ask
That's my
Jenny,
How
you
could
gotta
you
say
friend.
that
ask
to the 49ers too,
and
Jenny.
still not
Gotta
beat
say
the
that about the
Super
49ers
It
too.
don't matter.
Listen, I'm
They
just
got
saying,
6
but
Super Bowls and they
every
still
year
ain't
Dallas is
crowned
going
you.
to the Super
I
Bowl.
love
They
it.
won't crown
Every
you.
year they're going to the
They
Super
won't,
Bowl.
they
Every
won't
year.
crown you.
Every
They
year.
won't crown
Listen,
you because you'll never
That's
see
why me and
America's.
Mark argue all
listen.
season.
I'm gonna
We
cut all y'all
Hey,
off, but
honestly,
I gotta give Jeannie.
we
Going in and out. You've reached guru status. Wow.
You was on it. I had to give you the guru status for that. You was listen.
Listen,
You broke that
all I'm
down.
saying,
honestly,
I've been saying that the whole
the
Respect.
year.
new
I
the
ain't
new
never got no
Cowboys,
guru.
the new
I
Cowboys are the
never got no
Giants.
guru for that. I've been saying that all year, every year. I never got no guru. I told y'all some bias going on up in here.
listen. You
She
wear
came
these
and
I've been
broke
colors and
down
saying
her
you get
whole
old news.
organization, man, and
That's
then went on
old
and
news.
ran with
Come on.
the
They
Cowboys.
tied
I
with the
respect that.
Hey
Patriots.
DR, come on
They
over
tied
to the
with the
dark side.
Patriots with Super
He
Bowl
said
rings.
DR.
Yeah, that's great. Listen, man, y'all was on one. I thank y'all for the analyst, the analysis of your teams, and y'all spoke on the coaching with the Saints. Do we have anybody that we predicting to go take over the Saints job? Who do y'all see? Terrence, who you see for the Saints job? Timmy, who you see for the Saints job?
The Saints job, man. Shoot.
Um,
I mean, honestly speaking, it's gonna be a probably need to be an offensive coach. Somebody young, maybe.
Wait, was
Somebody
Hines Ward
young.
hired?
No, not that I know of.
No.
I didn't see it.
I mean, if Dougie Fresh doesn't get the Jacksonville job, maybe he goes to the Saints.
He do look like Dougie Fresh that you keep saying that. Now that you put that in my head
Oh, he
earlier
look just
today,
like
I
Dougie
literally
who looked
Fresh,
like
did
yo.
Dougie
Dougie
Fresh.
Fresh?
Byron
Hey, Mike,
Leftwich.
Leftwich.
No,
what
Leftwich
about
gonna be in
Leftwich look like
Jacksonville.
Dougie Fresh.
Now the defensive coordinator for the Saints probably take over the job.
Yeah, most likely.
They might
Defensive
listen. They
coordinator
might
for the
go after
Saints.
our offensive coordinator because of how they want to use Tyson Hill and all of that. So I'm just putting that out there. You never know, because I know he probably got an interview
I
coming
can
up.
see.
Steve,
I mean, I
don't
can
see
see
no comments from you to post, Steve. By the way,
I can see a young OC going over there, man, and getting some time and building the team back up. Like I said, honestly speaking, the Saints right now will probably be job security. Byron Leftwich, whatever, knowing how they fire black coaches so quick. Look at the job.
Hey, Mike, could I ask Justin a question just out of
by
curiosity?
all means, go ahead. Because we're about to go to the NBA to close out. Go ahead.
Okay, Justin, I thought towards the end of the year, y'all probably had the most complete team in the NFL. Regardless of your record, I mean, offensively and defensively. What happened, dog? I just need to know from the inside out what happened.
COVID.
I mean, from the jump, I was never a Carson Wentz fan, and I always believed that it would come down to the last 4 or 5 games of him.
Justin.
What happened? Go ahead. What happened? He froze?
No.
I didn't freeze. Justin, what?
Oh.
I mean, how many times did we argue about Carson Wentz and you argue for him?
I argue for him.
I'm not saying you were a fan, but you did.
That's your mama.
False.
Jeannie is on with the night. She got listen.
False. You got your ears work when they want to, and you hear me cheering on Carson Wentz during games and think that I'm a Carson Wentz fan. But I'm not going to sit there and say, "Oh yeah, have a bad game right now as we're winning the game by 30 points." No, obviously.
But I've been saying he's inconsistent. He's inconsistent.
But like I said, and I got proof because when Dom is on here next week, y'all all gonna hear it. I've never been a Wentz fan, even when he was in Philly. Like I've always admired the numbers. I've always admired the MVP. He brought them to what they had to do to get there. To that year they won the Super Bowl. But I've never felt like he was a great leader. I've never felt like he was a good locker room influence to anybody. I never felt like he was a good audible quarterback or a good situational quarterback. I've always felt like if you're gonna make the right move, he's gonna make the wrong one, and I'll stand on that.
Wow.
Who would you like to see there?
Hey, yo.
Good question. Hold on. She asked a good question. Who would you like to see there? Since you don't like Wentz, who do you want? Who would you like to see?
Derek Carr.
I wanted Deshaun Watson from the jump, and I wanted them to try and get him before he had too many years off. But now coming upon that second year, I think he's going to be washed if he ever hits the league again.
No, I still want him. He's a quarterback. He ain't gonna be washed.
No Derek Carr. No Derek Carr for you. No Derek Carr.
Derek Carr with the Colts. That don't sound too bad.
This ain't basketball. This ain't basketball.
No, what I'm saying is the Raiders.
You could build up and play around. Deshaun Watson is at home, bro. He's literally nowhere. There's no G League. There's no B League. He's on his couch throwing routes to nobody. You cannot imitate or reiterate off the field NFL time. You can't.
No, that ain't true.
I'll say this. Warner was putting up groceries at a grocery
unless
store.
He's going to play college,
right?
As a quarterback,
I'll say this.
As a quarterback, you cannot reiterate that, bro. You can't reiterate the hits. I don't think the decision making.
That's not true.
What you're saying in theory, is true. But think about this. Took a year off of not getting hit. His body was able to heal up.
That's true.
That he's not going to be at least 95% of what he was before. You're tripping. Think about it, like he just said before. This dude was stacking stuff on the shelves of a daggone supermarket and came out whatever and was the MVP of the league, whatever. Not once, but a few times.
Yeah.
And you're telling me a cat that's almost that's not that old. He had a few years to take off, whatever.
He probably at Clemson. He probably at Clemson throwing the first round picks, man. Who knows?
Yeah,
I mean,
for think about it. The NFL body, whatever takes, whatever hits over and over and over again. And this dude was able to sit home for a year. Nah, I think.
Yeah, but he's sitting home. He's sitting home uninjured. Mm-hmm. Nothing wrong with him. Mm-hmm. That plays something psychological too.
Okay, so
but Mike,
Watson now. Who do you want, Just?
But Mike,
who do I want right now?
Yeah,
in the market.
Jimmy, I'm coming.
In the market that's available, I want Aaron Rodgers.
Really?
Yo, stay away from Rodgers, son. He coming to Cali. Like, y'all don't want Rodgers. Look at Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater.
I think Rodgers will go to California if Matt Stafford somehow fell off a cliff. but he ain't going to San Francisco.
Listen, man, that's his childhood team. We got to right that wrong. We didn't get him when we should have got him. He can come finish his career with us. It makes sense.
Debo Samuels will be your quarterback for the next 5 years.
Y'all better hope that don't happen, because then we ain't got no flaws. Oh man, listen, that's
Debo Samuels will be your quarterback for the next 5 years.
You know what? Right, Debo about to get his dough. He about to get paid the highest out of all receivers. But Timmy, I didn't get a chance to talk to you. I know who Cello talked about who he wanted for the coaching. You mentioned Flores. Why you want Flores? Right. What is it about Flores that makes you so interested?
It's about the record that he put in Miami. He had an 8-game winning streak, and that caught my eye about the wins and the motivation that he has for the team.
Okay,
that's why I'm favoring Mike Flores.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Flores
I like that.
Dabble.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with. I got Flores on my list for y'all, man. I think he'll just, like I said, the development for Danny Dimes, I think he'll help with that more.
I don't like Dabble in New York.
You like Dabble in New York?
Hold on. So you're saying that you want a defensive-minded coach over your
he though? Yeah, I mean
that's exactly what I'm saying. Is he a defensive-minded coach?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he is. I didn't see him as a defensive-minded coach in Miami, bro. I don't know where you got that from.
Miami is chippy.
I didn't see that like that. I didn't see defensive-minded when I looked at Miami, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hey, Mike.
Dude, you don't think so?
Fitzpatrick got before Fitzgerald, Fitzpatrick, whatever, man. The beard. Before the beard got hurt or whatever, he was having a good year last year. Remember that?
Balling. Talking about playoffs.
John Mara wants Flores. I'll tell you that right now.
But what you got to understand, whatever, it was never about the injury, guys. There's infighting going on within the front office. That was going on between Flores.
Because he wanted old boy Herbert. He wanted Herbert, and they grabbed
Herbert, and they laughed at him.
And he didn't like Tua. He don't like
He didn't
Tua.
want Tua. He wanted Herbert. You put that up there. Go ahead, Mark. We going to NBA. I promise. Now we're going to NBA. Go ahead, Mark.
John, but let me say this: John Mara does want Flores. John Mara does want Flores, but at the same time, it's his money. Remember, it's his money, but he's trying to. Joe Shane here, but it's still my money. But let's try to get together to see who. I know you worked with Dable. I know you worked with him. But it's just something about Flores, and right now I'm tired of losing, and we need a tough-minded coach.
In order for us to have a winning streak, we got to fork over.
Some you got to think about the division. You know what I'm saying?
I see Mark coming. I promise. I'm right now.
That's the thing.
You know who I like?
The thing is with like we said, like in Flores with Miami, that Miami's a different situation, a different organization, a different market. New York ain't no market to play with, man. If Dable is not
New Jersey. New Jersey. Hey, Mike. Hold on, Mike. Mike.
No, Rich, I can't. Mark, go ahead. Make your comment.
You never came back to me.
5 minutes. Go ahead, Mark. Before Richie leapfrog you.
This is really short, man. Cello and Timmy, we're gonna be sweeping y'all the next 3-4 years, man.
Who you hire, and you'll be out of the playoffs next year. As promised.
Doesn't matter. You gotta knock us out.
Playoffs as promised.
Mark, time's up. Mark,
time's up. Right now, that slide, Tim Dog. We owe y'all. I just gotta be competitive. 8-8. 500, just be 500. I just
be looking for a new quarterback.
To take over the division now, man.
We'll be back in the playoffs.
New quarterback
coming back
and a new coach.
Make no mistake that when y'all play us twice a year, those are both L's until y'all prove yourself. Y'all like right now, y'all like the little step brother. You know, y'all not even the big brother no more. Y'all used to be, but now y'all like the brother nobody want to take nowhere. You know, we got to take.
Mark, you already know what I say.
Y'all already talk about next season, man. Rich, go ahead and make your comment, man. These two, y'all already know the back and forth with Giants and Cowboys will be another 15 minutes, and we got to wrap it up. Go ahead, so go ahead, Rich.
Two things real quick. Flores is free. So if the Giants want to sign him, the Giants would have signed him a long time ago because they don't have to deal with another team trying to get him. So the Giants don't really want him because he's out there already. The Giants never brought him in to sign him. So what, 4 weeks he's been out there already? And second, for Deshaun Watson, he goes to the facility and practice with them. He just don't suit up on game days. He practices with them every practice, or else he wouldn't get his check. So he's getting his check from the team still because he goes to his practices. So the only reason why is because on game day he don't suit up.
Okay.
So let's get that out there. He's not sitting home on the couch. He's in every practice.
Like David Carr.
Hold on.
Yeah, just like David Carr. You want him?
hold on about Flores. Come on, Mara just met with Flores. Joe Shane just met with Flores. You got to bring him in.
But the thing about it is that Miami fired him.
Yeah, but you still need it. Listen, Mara don't know Flora like that though. You got to bring him in. You got to still do the interview, man. You can't just hire somebody just like that. You ain't give them no interview. Especially it's your money. You wouldn't even do that with your money.
Exactly. Rich ain't doing that. All right, man. Listen. I think we've conquered everything NFL related. We've given them everything. All the meat potatoes. We've literally have dove into. You guys have broken down your teams. You've broken down your predictions, which I'm definitely gonna remember next week. Every single one of them. I will be coming back. But that's
this is for everybody. But if the 49ers win next week, we're not coming on, all right?
No. Y'all coming on with Niner jerseys. I need all y'all addresses. Jeannie, you right there. You right next door. I'm going to drop it at your doorstep. So you going to have it.
Debo, Jimmy G.
I told you, I have not purchased a ticket to your cruise. I did not purchase your ticket to your cruise. I don't want to go on your cruise. I'm like, I have no interest in your cruise, brother. I'm not trying to go. Cello and Terrence, I'm not trying to go on your cruise, man. So that's NFL. We covered it. We'll see how it play out. Hopefully, I come in next week and I'll be smiling from ear to ear because we're back with a chance to win our sixth. I don't have my ring. Let me see. Have a chance to win our sixth. Have a chance to win our six. Get out.
Down, brother. Put that copper
Get out.
down,
Oh,
man.
one of my rings fell out. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. See my six. I need that one more, man. One more to add in here, man. So we'll see what happens. But
there's no space for
you know what that means.
I'm a cardboard in there. I'm gonna make room. I'm making room, Genie. I'm making room. Kamisha, she moved the ring around, messed up my moment.
I was messing with it. Sorry.
Messed up my moment. The feng shui and threw everything threw off. All right, listen.
That's
NFL.
why you're gonna be out of the
Ring fell out.
playoffs.
Y'all gonna lose.
I know. Listen, I like to keep things consistent, have it a certain way. That kind of messed me up just now. That's threw me off. But
35 Rams over the Niners.
Oh, that's your prediction? Listen.
Yep.
Did I get one Niner vote? No. Ruben said that we go in the Super Bowl. So reports to you, Ruben. Thank you, sir. Everybody else on the show. I'll see you next week. We gonna talk.
And don't call us either.
And don't call. Yeah. Just so y'all know
Ruben,
in advance,
y'all.
my phone is off during the game.
morning.
You will not be able to reach me during the game. I don't see your chats or your text.
Hold up. No,
Jenny,
no,
Kamisha phone gonna be off. We will not be reached.
Because she's
like
recording you.
Don't
I
text
thought this is why you made the chat, Press.
Parents, don't follow me to no chat room for the Niners.
So I'll be on your page, homie. You better respond. I'll be on your page.
Don't go to no Niner chat room and be right there flashing me. Don't do it.
I'll be on your page. You better respond.
That's what I got to deal with, Justin.
We all had our turn.
Justin, welcome to Fanatics. GD, welcome to Fanatics. This is what we do, man. So it's a lot of trolling, but it's fun at the same time. I think I want to just touch on one thing real quick with the NBA in terms of we offer NFL. Are y'all believers in the Miami Heat? They are now number one in the.
I mean, why it always gotta be about us every single week?
Cause y'all number one. Y'all number one, man. Y'all leave the hurt Bulls.
What is your infatuation with the Heat, brother?
I just want to know, is anybody impressed? Does anyone feel like, whoa, the Heat gonna do something? Or we all kind of know, like, yeah,
Brooklyn was first. He ain't say that when Chicago was first. Now the Heat first. Now he wants spotlight.
That is fact, Cello. That's
I think the Heat. I think the Heat are a good team. That like they
Bye,
play
everybody.
Bye, Jeannie.
Bye.
Good night.
I don't follow the NBA.
All right, good night.
Bye. Have a good night. Good one. Hope to see you next week. You were excellent. I hope you had a good time.
I had a good time.
Excellent.
All right, bye-bye. Go Steelers.
I think the Heat are one of those teams that like you play them one time. That's how they get ahead of you. That one or two times. But if they have to play a team in a series, they easily beatable.
Listen,
you gotta hope Bam has a great game every time and plays like he has a heart. He don't even play like he got balls half the time. I don't know.
You ain't a believer?
Doing it for me
let me say it sounds good.
It do, but look at it. When they play people like on back-to-back nights, things like that.
It sounds good.
When they ain't shooting 45% from threes, game over for them.
You see
that's
how many
team though. That's the team shooting like that.
Nah, that's not true. Look at the Bulls. The Bulls rely on their mid-range. Mid-range is more successful than that three.
And they relied on their mid-range and got blown out too.
Do you know how many games
without their players?
They're banged up without their players, man.
Look what y'all do without Jimmy Butler.
Wait, hold on.
We can't do that. We can't do that with the Bulls. They don't get no pass.
Whoa, he ain't hitting right now. I'll tell you that right now. Tell me how many games Bam, Butler, and Kyle Lowry played together. Tell me this season.
Probably like 6.
That's all I had to say. That's all I need to give you right there. And they still in first place.
I'm just saying. Why is it every week about the Heat?
I'm looking at the standings. And I see you need
the big three there.
But come on, man.
We've been winning.
Come on, brother.
Of course,
brother.
Now, with this where we going though, we staying on here, Press?
No, we
your schedule is not on that tough either. If you want to keep it frank.
Hold on, whoa, our schedule was tough at the beginning.
Come on, man.
It was, but I mean, the Bull. I mean,
the first 10 games. That's cool. But
No,
at
not
the beginning of the
same
season,
game. The
everybody's
first 2
getting
months.
acclimated to everybody.
The first 2
Bro, your
months.
schedule is not that tough the first half of the season.
Hold on. Who do you like? Who do you like?
I don't
Who do
care
you
about
like?
no schedule, brother. You play who was in front of you.
Who do you
play
like?
who's in
The
front
Hornets,
I was
baby.
coming to you,
You like the Hornets?
Timmy. I knew you was coming.
You feeling
Timmy, I
good
knew you
for
was coming.
Oh, okay. I get
Who
it.
you
you.
like?
About the Suns?
I didn't hear who just
The
like who your
Hornets.
NBA J?
The Hornets.
Ooh,
Okay.
the young boy had a good game the other night. The young
I'm
boy
more
looked
of
nice.
a casual. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm more of a casual NBA fan though. I go to a lot of Knicks games. I go to a lot of Nets games.
Ooh, you spend money on Knicks games?
How those Knicks games been lately, brother? How the Knicks games been?
You spend.
I mean, they've been good for me because I'm a sports bettor. So I go sit,
Listen,
watch a game,
that dude
bet
said
against the Knicks first
you
half.
go to Knick games, man. Rich, that sound like what you used to do up here. Go to Knick games just to go to Knick games, Rich. That's what.
Yeah, when Patrick Newman's there. But hey, y'all, listen up. Sunday, 6:30, we're gonna go on live, even though somebody in here ain't, but we're gonna watch this game. We're gonna go on live and we're gonna tell Mike, come on live on his show. But I'm out. It was nice talking to y'all. And
We out of here,
49ers
man. We
win
wrapping it
Thursday.
up
I
anyway,
won't
man.
be here.
Look, later, my brother. Timmy,
All right, Rich.
congrats to your Phoenix Suns. They looking real good. We done did 2 hours and some change. I think we done dove deep into everything. Next week, I guess we'll start. No, we're still gonna stay in the NBA, NFL playoffs, man. We're not gonna. NBA is still in the middle of their season. They're not quite there yet. But
we only got like 2 more weeks of football, man.
Yeah, we gotta enjoy the football, get it in there while it's out there. But yeah, congrats to the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, but the
38-9.
window's like
Y'all looking right.
I'm just trying to understand why it's every week about the Heat. That's what I want to know.
Y'all number one in the East, man. Y'all number one in the East, man.
What happened to James Harden? I thought that was the headliners.
Who was it?
James Harden.
What about James Harden? So what he want to go? That's the headline.
I like what he said. Yeah. He came there to play with the big three. They ain't playing. I'm out.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. That's really the headline.
That's the headline.
I said the same thing. Yo, you either gonna keep playing these games with this vaccine, or we gonna play basketball, little bro.
I mean that is a good topic because it's like, yo, James Harden said, nah, I'm good. Durant probably like, I'm trying to be more patient with it, but Harden's like, nah, bro.
And look at it. Durant's always been like, just think back to OKC. Who was the first one to say anything? Harden. He said, yo, Russ, you doing too much, bro.
Yeah,
doing too much. Out.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Durant always been a mediator.
And I think
he always been ready to just sit back and play ball. He's like, I'm gonna get my 30. I don't care if it's in the first, second, third, or fourth quarter. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna dish the ball out all day if it ain't looking hot for me. Right. I'm gonna get mine the next game. He want to play basketball. He don't care about the championships. He don't care. He didn't want to play ball, bro.
And remember too, before Harden got there, it was Durant and Kyrie.
Yeah.
Harden got there after that. It was Durant, Kyrie,
and they enticed him into it.
Yeah, they enticed him into it. Yep.
You think? I'm
giving out a 2-minute warning. Wrap it up.
Listen, my co-host Kobe told me that we gonna tread lightly on that. We gonna get ready to wrap it up. But Timmy, what you was gonna say about your Suns? What was you saying? And then we gonna wrap it up.
Yeah, we're in first place. We beat the Utah Jazz, and we're looking good right now.
Okay, yeah, I mean y'all.
That's what I'm gonna say.
You guys were in the championship last year, and you look good. So I'm not surprised by nothing that's going on. You guys are still the favorite in my mind in terms of like, because the Lakers are out of sync, and seems like nobody in the West want to take that leap. In my opinion, you
remember that soap opera that most women watch? Days of Our Lives, All My Children, General Hospital. That's what the Lakers are.
A bunch of that's accurate. Like a soap opera over there, man. Ruben said Durant isn't going to win a championship without Golden State. I mean, if they had the big three in Brooklyn, I would probably be like, yeah, but Kyrie throwing it's throwing everything out of sync, man. It's just...
Is it Kyrie though? Is it Kyrie's fault?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's him.
It's Kyrie's fault though.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna, but he didn't. He signed up to play basketball. He ain't signed up to take no vaccine.
No, he didn't. I agree with his stance, but he just got to understand that because of that stance, it's gonna mess up messing up the team, man. I mean, so you got a big decision to make because now Harden leaving, that's going to change. That's Harden wants to go. Like, yikes! Yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
James Harden, come to us. Come to us.
I'll be totally honest with you. Whatever. I didn't see Harden staying there the whole time anyway, though. Honestly speaking, I didn't see him staying there the whole time because because the thing is that first of all, wasn't enough balls to go around. That's number one. Eventually, somebody's gonna get mad. Pause. Right. Eventually, somebody's gonna get mad, and somebody's gonna be like, "Yeah, whatever. I want my shot. I want to be in these record books. I want to do this. I want to do that." So I'm just telling you. Eventually, somebody was gonna be disgruntled.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I can't see him being the main guy on a team and that team winning or being in contention for a championship. I'm talking about Harden. I just feel like he too much ISO for me to feel like he can.
He's another Russ. He's another Russ.
Yeah, he fits good in the dynamic of this three because they can call him.
More than he scores a little more proficiently than Russ, but he's another Russ. He needs an ISO ball. He needs the media on his side 24/7.
Yeah,
and he needs a couple strip clubs.
Yeah, yeah. Now that was the other thing. Allegedly that was part of him wanting to leave. What was out here in the New York area wasn't up to the standards that he was used to in Houston.
That's probably what it's all about right there.
A friend of mine works at Teterboro. I might be getting in trouble if this ever hits the ESPN waves or something. But a friend of mine works at Teterboro. He's always flying to Houston.
Oh, there you go. And that's them private jets out there. That's the private jets. That's the That's.
And he from Cali, right?
Who?
Yeah, he's from LA.
He's from LA, right?
Listen, man, he got standards, man. He got spoiled when he was out there in Houston. He like, man, Brooklyn ain't got what I'm looking for. So he paid for them cheap fives, man.
Hey, Hardy, come to Phoenix.
Oh, gosh. Look, Hardy, how mad it is when we got to talk about the stuff that's distracting a player that want to leave because of that. Like,
it's a part of the game too, man.
It's a part of the game. Harden, that better not be part of why you asking to go, man. Like, seriously, we gonna clown you as fans if that's part of why you looking to leave.
He don't care, man. That boy don't care about that, man.
New York too media focused. You can do all that stuff and hide in the limelight of Houston and the media knows, like, don't post that picture. They don't know that in New York.
And then you got to remember, Houston is in Texas. Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
Difference, man.
There's a difference.
Big difference.
Huge difference.
Big difference. Well, sorry for you, Brooklyn, y'all. Everything looks like it's in shambles.
You should have never left New Jersey. See, that's what you get.
What's going on with Ben Simmons? I keep seeing his name on a trading block. Like all week, I've been seeing his name with all these teams.
It's gonna always
stop giving him clout. Let's stop. Don't even
go there. Yeah, because he not. So he's done. No more mention of him because he's not doing nothing. He's not balling or nothing all year.
Don't throw no more trash in the fire.
All right, we done.
He was barely balling when he was on the court, man. Let's just cut it where it is.
Listen,
I never seen big man.
Let's not doing a dumpster fire.
I can't. All right, Ruben. I know you like Ben Simmons, man, but he might be speaking some facts. With he ain't been that great on the court either, man. So, but his boy is dominating right now.
Oh yeah,
Embiid is dominating right now.
That's because he's not on the court. That's because Simmons not on the court.
Yeah.
That's because nobody's running in the paint from the point guard position trying to make layups.
Exactly. Exactly.
The floor.
Look, he look like the old school big man, man. He don't look like he got no competition down there. He just killing them. He's killing them.
Smoking people left and right. 30, 33, 35.
All day, like it's nothing.
The offense is running smoothly now.
Yeah.
They got a good team, but if they get a better, I like Seth, but if they get a better point guard, unstoppable.
It's gonna be.
Let me ask y'all about the Grayson Allen. What's my man name that fouled Caruso?
Grayson Allen.
Dirty. One game.
Hey, he's been dirty. He's been dirty since college, though.
Yeah.
I remember what happened in college.
Yeah, David said that too. David said that.
History, man.
It's not the first time.
What's with the one game though? This dude fractured his wrist. Like, is he related to somebody in the office or something?
I seen LeBron punch somebody in the face or elbow somebody in the face and get one game too. So I ain't even surprised.
Yeah,
I seen what's my man here, analyst
then
now.
LeBron, he threw the ball in somebody's face when they were playing Minnesota. He was standing right in front of him. He went like that and just slapped him in the face, and he didn't get nothing.
Nothing. I mean, LeBron can kind of get that. I can see LeBron, but I can't see Grayson Allen catching somebody in the air and they fall all they weight on their wrist, man. And then like he left smiling. Dog, he left smiling. You ain't see the smirk on his face when he leaving the court? I was like,
I don't care.
He'd have caught one. I'm sorry. If I was my man teammate, I'd have met him in that. We'd have met in that yeah, they wouldn't. I'd have been like, "Yo, coach, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick." I'd have caught him right up in that tunnel, and it just been bang, nah, man, because he can't do that.
Now, if he did that to the 1986 Detroit Pistons, he would have gotten his butt kicked.
Yeah, they would have.
Well, that's what Detroit was doing
bro.
back then, though. That's what
Matter
Detroit.
of fact, yeah, exactly. If it had been the Palace, that'd have been in the Palace. It would have been a different outcome. I'll tell you that much.
Dirty. This is actually light compared to the Detroit Pistons.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, they would have laid him up.
What do you guys think of the chef and his shooting slump right now? Is he going to be able to shoot out of that, or what's going on?
All the time, man. Come on.
I got him live -2.5. So baby, hope he do.
Yeah.
So shoot or shoot. That's what it is. When you in a slump, you just keep shooting.
Keep shooting.
How come he get a pass and everybody else don't get a pass when they're slump?
We lucky.
Come on,
we've got to witness what he's been doing for the past 10 years.
Mike, you already know.
Right.
Yeah, I see the greatest shooter of all time. I can't argue that. Like,
go
ahead,
it's crazy
because
his shooting slump is better than most of the league shooting percentage.
That's
crazy. Yeah.
How about that? That's what's crazy in itself. That's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy to say. How's Clay been looking since he's been back? Has he looked like he's into the flow of the game?
He's a little slower, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, that's with you got to get the confidence back more than anything. It might not even be the leg that's bad. It might just be the confidence wise. I know he came out the first game. He was dunking, doing all that, but that was just you got those nerves. You got that. Yeah, the adrenaline from the first game.
He got a little rust in him.
How is
after that?
Is he a liability on defense right now, or is his legs catching up to the speed of the game on the defensive side? Because he's real good defensive. How's he looking?
His legs caught up to
He's been holding his own.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I watch a lot of Warriors games, so like I've been seeing him like the first week he was back. It was more so like they were kind of looking his way when he was defending, and now they're kind of giving him his own. He's got his wing back, so he's holding his own.
Is Ja Morant next up, or is he now?
Yeah,
he's here.
He's now and next up.
Yeah.
And the word.
You got to give it to that dude, man.
I don't know how long he can play. How he played, though, man. He's so.
I mean, you got to think about it. The team is already
it's a new
good.
league.
The team is already good, even when he's not playing.
That's crazy.
So,
that's crazy.
I mean, it's just
he's out. He's out. They still score 130.
Yeah. Coach,
are they going to be a problem in the playoffs? Y'all can see them making noise in the playoffs, potentially the finals.
Absolutely.
I mean, they was in the playoffs, so they got.
They're too young for the finals.
Can they take on Can they take on Timmy's Phoenix Suns, who would win in a series of that? With them
Suns will get them on that one.
Okay. It'll be you'll get it.
We're gonna eat them alive. That's what happened.
But like once they realize Suns gonna play the same exact game over and over and over and over again, and it's just gonna get farther and farther each game. They're gonna be like, damn.
So let me ask you. I mean, this is a lesser news, but how do you feel about Cam Reddish being with the Knicks, reuniting with his college teammate? You think that's
crazy?
You think that's
that was crazy? You think
Zion's next? You think Zion might be next? I think Zion's coming.
Crazy, yo.
Not this year, but I think Zion's coming.
I'm not gonna lie to you. You can keep Zion in whatever fat camp he in right now, and shove him in that box. Because I've been saying he was gonna be the biggest bust since Greg Oden. And I ain't wrong yet.
When he was healthy, he was averaging like 26 though, man. Like I don't know, man. He got
26 what? Everybody who plays down there alone averages 30. So that little 26 ain't nothing for me. He was playing without Brandon Ingram. He couldn't even get 30.
He said he's in a fat camp right now. What is going on with him? Is it a weight issue or has he got some other stuff?
It's a lazy issue.
Discipline.
It's a lazy issue.
Like
that generation is shot. He done got babied his whole life. and now he got to do some work. He was an oversized 6th grader, oversized 12th grader, and he was a grown man in 12th grade and thought he wasn't going to keep growing, and he kept growing. Got fat. Duh.
Yeah.
You sit home and eat all day, you're gonna get fat.
Listen, that New Orleans
that's what happened to Robert Trailer.
Horrible. It's good out there.
He's too big. He's too
Actually,
big for his
I'm
own
glad
good
that
at
you
this
mentioned
point.
that because you mentioned New Orleans. So, you know that Eli Apple took some shots. I flipped the NFL just for 2 seconds with the
I saw that.
New Orleans stinks and it's really smelly. Has any of you ever been to New Orleans? I have, and I'll give you my take on what he said. What he said, New Orleans is the worst smelling city. Like it stinks. Has anyone been there before?
I've never been there, but I've heard
I've never been there before. I've never been there.
I've been
heard
there,
that before.
and
I haven't been there.
what's that main street? The main street where
Bourbon
smells like hot garbage. Like it really smells really bad. It smells like
I heard that.
It's a little
smells like
narrow. It's a little narrow street, and I don't know if it's their sewage or what, but the smell. I'm not the whole city, but Bourbon smelled horrible. Like. First
that
thing
may be all dead body horrible or garbage horrible.
It's a lot of that too, so that's probably why.
Was this smelling before Hurricane Katrina or after?
I went before, and it smelled like they don't either. Like I don't know if they like it's so much garbage and stuff, and like it's off to the side, and so much traffic and stuff, and then like the sewage, like it's just a real pungent smell, and that not
Google
the whole
says
thing, but
Hey,
and that's not the whole city, but that particular area, at least where I was at, it was man. That smell was like, yo, I don't want to eat nothing around here. Like, I'm not lying.
Coming from cats from Jersey, whatever. That's a whole new level of.
No, exactly. You know where I'm from, so where I'm from, and I'm like, yo, I'm not eating nothing from here. I'm going further. I was like, man. I was like, they had the people out there doing what they do to make their money, and I'm looking like, bro, I would not touch nothing in this area, food wise or anything else. It is let me get away from this smell. But so I get why, but that's a real crazy statement. But yeah, New Orleans. Shout out to New Orleans. New Orleans is a great city, great food, but that particular area of Bourbon, I know what he's talking about. That's all I'm gonna say. I know what he's talking about.
That's crazy.
So
Big Gordon Ramsay up there, and he'll change the tone.
Listen, so the food wasn't bad though. I had some crocodile wiles out there, alligator soup or something like that. So it was good. But I had alligator soup wiles out there.
Alligator's good. It's just chewy.
It's very chewy, real meaty, real gamey. Yeah, I had that bad boy. But the NBA All-Star game, we're gonna flag that till next week. We'll break down because they got to do their, they got the starters, but now LeBron and Durant.
They got to do the picking who gets who.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
That is so
next
whack
week.
to me. That's so whack.
Listen, man, they gotta try to keep the people interested. I want the dunk contest to they need to bring some of these guys from these dunk ball for life and dunk leagues because they. If it ain't Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon, I don't want to see it unless Ja Morant jumping in the hinge. So
everybody who dunks is a superstar.
Exactly. So listen, man, I feel like we've covered everything. We'll save the NBA All-Star until next week because it's a short NFL breakdown because it's only 4 teams left. So may the best team win, the Niners. One game at a time. Super Bowl is on the way. So we'll see if I can come back on here and save face and have to go to each one of y'all like, you was wrong. You was wrong. That's what I hope happens.
He's going to come on with the Iron Man mask. We're not even going to know if it's him back there.
Yeah, in fact, I may not come on camera.
It's pending.
Look, Steve going to be hosting next week. If something don't go the way that I planned, you will see a new moderator next week. I can promise you that. I'll be in the cut. You will not see you on camera. Fanatics Live, for the fans, by the fans. Gentlemen, I hope y'all had a good night. This was a great show. Justin, you on board, sir. I'm going to make sure we get your information on Facebook so we can add you to the chat, sir. So this way that you can stay up to date on our normal chats throughout the week. And also, Genie, great job, Genie. Way to be on here. Bring the ladies. She brought the flair with her. So make sure we get your Facebook information.
Hold up.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
When did we become unisex?
No, that's what we do, man. If they know what we say, if they gonna come on the show, they gotta know their facts. Right. She broke down her whole organization, bro. Like,
she used to live with me, so I ain't letting it slide.
Yeah, she called him out on the jump Carson Wentz. She was like, "Oh man, you ain't rooting for Carson Wentz." I love that. I love it. I love it. So yeah, man. So follow us on Facebook at Fanatics Live. # join the discussion. As you can see, you can be live on the show and be one of the panelists that bring your facts. Understand though, if you come on Fanatics Live, you have to know your stuff because Cello will get you, Terrence will get you. Justin, as you can see, will get you. Timmy will get you. And even as a moderator, I am not biased. I will come for you. Not quiet. That's what we do.
I'm an attack
Fanatics
dog.
Live for the fans, man. So salute to y'all, brothers. I see y'all next week. Hopefully, I'm smiling from ear to ear.
Justin,
and I got something to say to all of y'all.
Go Rams! Go Rams! Go Rams! Go
Bang, 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 bang.
Rams! Go
Have a good
Rams!